question.
Anyway, hello, Brawl Gang. How's it going? And I'm starting Brawlhalla now before we're even loaded. That way we can, dignify ending without 2 hours of straight gameplay. I know. How are you feeling, mate? Pretty good. I'm honestly gonna try and exercise today because I haven't been able to just because of how work's been, but feeling pretty good. Hopefully that stays good. And I don't know if Brawl will help with that. But I'm thinking of just doing a whole workout, like 18 sets all in one day. But we'll see if I still have that motivation later when I can actually do it. I have an 83% comp win rate at the moment. Okay, what'd you do? One game? No, not even a game? $22. Well, more. Gotcha. What's the name of the stream? Monday, MAYHEM. Room drops. Easy. Okay. I feel like my win rate in comp might actually be atrocious. Monitor smash! Renoodle! Am I the only one on right now? Oh, here's one.
Why'd you say it like that?
Get throttled by Jared, then get more coffee, start doing my dailies.
Why do I have 3 really bad Roland skins?
You tell me. Hey. You are 5 and 8 at the moment? That's not fair though. Because
that's Q's.
What?
That's true, it was queuing with you. Had to get my words in the right order there for a second.
Ouroboros and sub 4s. Yeah, to be fair though, it's like I just still haven't understood like the uptime that you're supposed to be using bullets, like which spots. Because like sometimes you have to wait for a part to be broken or like a really good situation for it. A lot of times it just doesn't do that. Wait. I mean me just now. No, listen.
Yeah, see how you didn't say wait at any point before I actually started the match though? That'd be pretty convenient. Whoa, it's a dragon!
Jared blaming the viewer. Oh, new map?
Ooh, it's blue. They also buffed decks. Unfortunately, you have a better deck character than me. No way that hit. No way that didn't hit. No way that didn't hit. This isn't fair. They also buff Chakram and obviously Dexterity. Stop! What even was that combo? Meant to grab cancel, but you know. That's actually crazy. What?
I know.
Uh-huh. Still not my dodge. How much defense do you have, by the way? My God, die! Okay, yeah. Sure, I jumped, but you know. The thing is, there's so many unfair things you're doing, but it just sounds bad for me if I just constantly complain. That said, why does that Sig have instant startup and more kill power than any of my moves combined? And second of all, why does Sidelight literally cover half the stage? Finally, he's off the busted weapon! That was crazy. Uh-huh. In your body because I dodged behind you. Ah, yes, my bad. What's the point? You're literally just point blank move blasters. Also, your side air from off stage on the right sends me all the way to the left when I'm the one with defense. Meanwhile, my side air's on the ledge of the stage at, I kid you not, 211.
Yeah, bro, it's kind of fun today. I'm enjoying it. I don't know what
You
to
have 3 defense! Okay, I'm fine. Fine. It's fine. I'm fine.
Just got vaccinated. What can I say?
It's just not fair. It's not even SIGs. You land a light attack on me with 4 and 3. I think they just must have Urbu nerfed Scythe to where I literally have 0 kill power or something.
I think it's because my game wasn't lagging, so we were on equal footing.
Again, I can understand your side air sending me that far, but why does my side air not kill you at 200 with 3 defense?
I don't know. Maybe it's the Dex update. Maybe it just removes the lag.
It's actually just my weapons never break. And your weapons break even less often. I do think it's also pretty cool that you dodge after every one of my attacks and just got to nullify my dodge reads. Cool. And lag, by the way. I'm using the worst thing in the game a little too much. That's such a busted Sig. Cool.
Wait, how did you not even get affected by it? You were in my attack.
Surprised I
Okay.
didn't watch.
I'm not. Bro, why are you guys just chasing me?
I could see that hitting me is the worst part. I don't know why I tried to downlight against blasters.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad they nerfed Scythe. What? How did that possibly hit? What? Why did my audio just...
I don't know, something's happening. I heard a wide my audio, meanwhile you're cutting out every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Don't think we really play this map either.
Guys, PM, woohoo.
I don't know if I can believe Caspian's highest status strength.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Understand what I mean?
Oh, that's interesting. Why does that possibly move before I can even, It's just, my attack already starts up before you think about it. I don't like it here. It kind of feels like you don't have any end lag, and you can literally move at the speed of sound. Yeah, that hits behind. Sends straight up, interesting.
I think the red one's
So
way
why
better.
is it that I also don't have a hitbox? Literally straight up, that's cool. Okay, so my sidelight that comes out first doesn't do anything.
Why?
I thought I had a recovery.
Crazy.
Player 2 wins.
Be back, mate. Or be back by 8, sorry. I'll finish my nap. So 3 months for 3 minutes. Most of that was the in-between the spawning. Yeah.
Random.
I do wonder why they progressively make worse and worse maps.
I don't. When are you playing Warframe again? I don't know, honestly.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
It's got a lot of other games I'm gonna play more.
It's just you don't get a read and you get a 4-hit true combo because I still don't have my dodge. Cool. Cool, yeah, it doesn't hit you. So why am I actually 4 seconds behind?
Why am I lagging? Our audio is just cutting out.
Why? Why can't they fix the servers, please? I'm begging you. Like, that was the first combo I've landed, and I exclusively play 4 combo weapons! Cool, and I completely lag spike to where my screen's frozen until I get hit by the very top hitbox of that. And then, of course, I don't get hit by that, even though I attack, and then you immediately hit me out of it.
What?
Not a big deal.
What?
Man, I love Brawlhalla.
Classic Jared. That's how Jared gets his kills, guys.
Yep, that's also how you get yours, unfortunately. I thought that might do something, I'm not gonna lie. See, it's to a point, like, downlight, yeah, hate that move. It's not even close to the worst thing that happened that match.
Mm-hmm.
Guess I'll just play, like, axe and bow. You know, weapons with massive hitboxes that can't possibly miss, right, guys?
I'm not even gonna read Tycoon's message out loud. The ultimate rage bait.
See, that's not the character I clicked. Where am I? Is the character I clicked? I don't know. I'm tripping. I hate this guy. Yes, I use my dodge very often, but when I press my dodge and then 15 seconds later I don't have my dodge despite not pressing it in the last 15 seconds, then I'm gonna get a little annoyed.
3, 2.
Unless my dodge is just going through on your screen, and it just isn't mattering.
Thought you were the Mordex?
You know, is it so wrong to think that I was playing the Battle Pass Mordex and you were playing Ragnar? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. See, it's weird, because I miss a read and then you punish, because that's how the game works. That's a little crazy, though. Okay, yeah.
Wow.
To be fair, that was me mistiming it on my end. I pressed it as it blew up, which was just slightly late. If I had guitars, you'd be dead right now. What happened to you playing Uber Aerial, by the way?
What?
Thanks.
Such bullcrap.
See, why is it that you, someone who doesn't play Scythe, can just downer literally whenever and hit me? Uh-huh, hits. Hits, yeah. Cool, yeah. Such a fun game.
Obliterated? We
How
swapped
much of
mains
my
for one
desk is
game?
actually gone? Uh-huh. See, I like how you're just actually playing into it so much harder when I'm getting annoyed. That's
What do you
actually crazy.
mean? I'm just having fun, Joe.
I kid you not, I have not thrown out a single bad attack today.
Yeah, you just haven't thrown out a perfect one like me.
Uh-huh. You have, that's the worst part. My attack's not working? Sure, fine, I'm used to it. But it's just, you specifically attack in the exact wrong direction. And it's like, you sidelight, and then I'm like, okay, so he's probably gonna go for an attack in that direction. So I dodge in the other direction and upwards, and then you use another sidelight, which completely misses, and then it still hits me, and then I'm down my dodge. It's like a character.
I hate raids. The Trickety Nicks.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be super fun.
Now this is a character I want to play, and I'm like, oh, this will be fun to play. And now I'm gonna get Uber Dog Walk.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Careful, Tycoon. I've got an itchy band finger. Like there. I am to your left directly. How do you hit me from the bottom right? Cool. Yeah, directly above you. And I dodged. Not to mention the fact that you slid directly past me and then used it, but you know. Cool. Boss is 2 punishable, by the way.
That would have been messed
I like
up,
the
to be
fact
fair.
that almost worked. Even though my dodge was actually so perfect, it's not even funny.
Why? That's actually messed up. Huh?
True combo, by the way. True combo. That does that much range? That's actually not what I pressed. That's a little messed up, not gonna lie. Whoa,
That
like
was crazy.
it missed me. That's the crazy part. I was past it, so it missed me, and then I moved even further past it, and then it decided to one to hit. Okay, yeah. Tell me I used my dodge there, Tycoon.
Why? How do you
little
thread
funky.
the needles of the bullet?
Cool, yeah. Okay, well, to be fair there, I lag spiked. I side-aired, and then it's like, okay, we're gonna lag spike you for a second, then you're gonna side-air at the bottom of the stage. It's actually so cool and fun. To be fair, at least that's the excuse I can make. Even if, like, you know, lag doesn't exist, I am still getting, full second frame drops every 15 seconds, which is pretty cool, and super balanced. And, yeah, small indie game.
Like when he's
There's
sitting there
currently
with the
I'm
stupidest
currently
grin in his
watching a
face the entire time.
5 PNGs, and it can't possibly run well.
Like when he's sitting there with a smirk on his face waiting for one of us to read that message.
See, the funny thing is, obviously I'm getting punished because I'm missing my attacks, but why aren't you getting punished when you're missing your attacks?
I get punished for hitting my attack, dude. That's the difference.
That's actually true. The only times I've been able to hit you out of your attacks is when they completely should hit me. Cool. They also buffed both my down sigs, which is pretty cool. True combo, by the way.
That was supposed to be way better.
I thought there was a chance mine would win. Unfortunately, yours comes out faster with 15 times bigger hitbox.
What?
Come on.
What? Why'd I get a shadow hit? Or did you shadow hit me? I'm not sure what just
I think
happened.
you probably shadow at me. Nothing happened on my screen.
What? There's no way.
Welcome to Heavy Weapons. Why does that hit that high up? See, why can you be punished for a Qatar sidelight that easily? That's crazy. There's no way that went over. Okay.
You just got absolutely put in the blender. That's hilarious.
No, it's guitar downers so busted, it's not even funny. Not one of those times was I below you. Okay. Ooh, 2 lag spikes in a row? They shouldn't have. my side, coward!
Why? I thought I was safe if I went low enough. Why does it still hit me?
Doesn't it?
That was a
Why
lot of
does that
moves that
catch my
all of them should have
recovery?
hit.
I'm standing on the wall, and in one frame, I somehow managed to recover and be on the ledge? Not fair. If you believe it. Now we've got everyone's favorite stage hazard.
Mm-hmm. Team notifications, see what it says. Can you move? I gotta call Jared down his bullcrap. Is he frogs?
Well, Frogs, you're
Jared
not
will
seeing what
ban
I'm
you.
seeing on my screen. I will. That's beside the point.
Three, two, one, brawl!
I can only ever get more than one hit if people just don't dodge. It's not fair.
How?
Why does that hit? If that wouldn't have hit me, you'd be dead.
Messing up my grav cancels.
Ah, yes, great sword. If I wouldn't have lag spec, I'd be alive right now. That makes sense. Why is my weapon going already? That's crazy. Why does that reach is my question.
I love how that just can pick up from anywhere, above, behind, in front.
To be fair, I feel like some of these should be case dodges, considering I'm hitting you and then dodging because I hit you. Can I get back on this ledge, please? Meant to backdash. Thought it was spike ball.
What? What? How does, what? Yeah, I don't know.
What, the frame after my attack ends? That's because Caden's super balanced. I mean, I bet I've got a ton of decks at least, right?
If you legitimately watch back any of those, you will see that your stuff has no, and like you're literally gonna see that you start attacking before your Sig's even halfway done.
Yeah. Maybe I'll play some more Sidra.
Mm,
Maybe this is a meta people have been missing.
I don't think so. You and meta in the same sentence? I don't think so.
I don't think I was in that sentence. Or am I just not allowed to say meta?
3, 2,
Just woke up.
1, brawl.
Nice. Nice job.
Ah, yes, axe down air. Ah, yes, down sig that hits straight up. You can't convince me this guy isn't cheating.
This is basically what you were doing to me, Jordan.
But I beat this done than him. Cool. Famous axe downer kill power.
I do think it's funny how much better at Brawl you are than me, but I was able to win a majority of those fights.
Yeah.
Because I think hands down I'm the worst Brawl player here.
See, the thing is, not even like your combos are bad or anything. And it's not even that your stuff works. I actually couldn't tell you what it is. Because I feel like I stand a pretty good chance against Frogs here, even though he's blatantly cheating. Never mind, I lied. I forgot how blatant these blatantly cheats were.
What are you saying? Are you having a stroke or something? I don't understand.
How blatant these blatant cheats were.
See, I think I'm good at games overall and reading people. I'm just bad at Brawlhalla, specifically.
See, the thing is, I was scared because there was a good chance that'd still hit me.
I don't know about that, Tycoon. I enjoyed playing 2v2s with you, but I could not care about our rank in the slightest.
What? Do you not see how
We're
far
number
I am
one in my
above
heart.
him? Why'd that work? To be fair, I tried to air dodge. I take it I didn't have it. According to
And
Google
25th
at
is the end date. See, the thing is, I wouldn't even hate it, but I don't want to do it. Yeah. So. Face cam? I just don't like how my setup is right now. I'm trying to like using face cam. Plus, I feel majority of the time it ruins clips.
See, I think Frog's main problem is he gets scared and he mashes spot dodge.
Player 1 wins.
Even why do you hate everything? I don't hate everything.
I don't know if that was necessarily the problem, Frogs. You broke the golden rule of Brawlhalla. Every attack has a purpose. Sandstorm said that, I think.
For me, Tycoon, it's really just two sides, or not really two sides, but it's very black and white when it comes to stuff I like and stuff I don't like. It's either something I like or it's something I absolutely hate. There really isn't anything. Unless neutral, I guess. But a lot of things
There's no way Zol actually has 4 defense, 4 speed, 4 dexterity.
but most of the time if I dislike something, I really, really dislike something. I don't know, I feel like the game's been running better, honestly, with this patch.
I disagree. I think ever since I started getting lag spikes, the game has not improved once.
Yeah, no.
2, 1.
For me, I think it's just as I've gotten older, Tycoon, it's very much so, it's either things are good and I enjoy things, or it's things are not good enough and I'm gonna hate on them because they're bad. And some things are just genuine opinions though. Like something like Silksong, I think is terrible, especially because I find it just a complete 100% downgrade from the first game. But it's like I don't really like either game, but I wouldn't say that like Hollow Knight was a bad game. Silksong though was kind of just felt like a bad
Would
game.
have been so much better.
Stuff like that, where it's like I hate Silksong. I thought it was a really bad game. And then I just like dislike Hollow Knight, but I still can say it's a good game because I understand the charm and the like of it. Same with like even like Dark Souls. Like I hate Dark Souls. Like maybe like Elden Ring and maybe some of the other Dark Souls would be good, but the ones I've played, not a fan of it all. But I can still say they're good games. It's just I'm not the audience. But some games are inherently just bad, and sometimes I like those bad games, but I can still say they're bad. Unlike perfect Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. Truly, I don't think anything could improve them.
And Brawlhalla.
I think anything could improve this.
Anything?
It's like Overwatch.
Gotcha.
I can say for a fact that it's a good game, but I'm also going to complain about its flaws a ton because it could be perfect. It could be extremely good if they fix those issues. So of course, when those issues make me unenjoy the game, not enjoy the game, I'm going to complain about them. More than I'm like, man, I really like these new characters, you know? Because I don't need to mention that every time, I feel. Even though I really enjoy the new characters. I think it's easier to, or maybe not easier, but a lot of times you're complaining about something, not like, if you're enjoying something, you're like, man, I'm really enjoying this. And every once in a while, you're like, man, I'm really enjoying this. But when you hate something, you do it. And that's why I think people think I'm a hater. Because people stay silent because they're scared. I'm not scared.
I tried to do something fancy. It did not pay off. When you fancy, you got the classics.
Call I'm in. Up to them. Maybe Cult would be better than 3-person free-for-all. Another thing though,
Crazy.
that I also, you know, kind of piece together is that I'm just maybe not a person who strives for perfection, but a person that's always trying to improve and improve things. So whenever I see an issue, I hate on it to try and fix it or work on trying to fix it. And again, I think that's why it comes off that I hate everything. Because like even like God Eater, I enjoy it. It's just like certain things, you know, it makes me want them to change to make it a better game.
I'd say I'm the same, but maybe a different core. I wouldn't say exactly overly critical. It's just very easy to see the parts that I don't like about something.
Yeah. Plus, especially since becoming a streamer and just overall content creator, I like to voice my opinions a lot more on that kind of stuff.
2, 1, brawl.
See, how was that even a dodge? I was grounded.
Okay, frog.
Damn, I lost my weapon there. He's just mashing down, sick. Oh my god, I'm crazy.
Pretty bad. That's actually kind of clean. Okay, maybe not clean. Maybe dirty.
I think it was definitely more dirty than it was clean.
I have a question, but I'll wait until after game. I also bit my lip and it hurts. I guess what I get for scarfing down food too fast. Well,
Not fair.
that's the plan, Frog.
So I guess you'll be fighting me next round.
That's the only thing we know is not gonna happen. It's like Doctor Strange, but
Oh,
there's never a
counter
universe.
I
Huh?
kind of feel like both of our main starters are grounded option, but his grounded option's better.
Can you mute me? I don't really care.
I dodged. You can't convince me I didn't have my dodge for a full 15 seconds there.
Also,
If I actually thought that would hit, he'd be dead right now.
do you actually have an interview with KFC Frogs? And if so, how'd it go?
That shouldn't hit me.
Player 2 wins.
And also, my question for you, Jared, what did the dexterity update change?
I think all it changed is that higher dexterity gives you more weapon durability. And I think also lower gives you less. So overall, I think low dexterity characters are gonna break faster.
Gotcha. Sounds like I won high dex.
To be fair, your weapons are gonna break instantly anyways, because it's you.
That doesn't
And I
sound
probably don't
fun,
need high
Frogs.
dex, because I throw my weapon every 15 seconds. I've got some bad songs on my playlist.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
You would never guess what I'm listening to right now.
You're right. Unless I look.
Oh. Don't threaten me with a good time. It's falling off.
I don't think songs necessarily fall off. I think it's just, I don't know, philosophy or something.
True. This one's a banger though.
That's kind of crazy. You know what's crazy? I feel like that gauntlet move, I can pretty much never, like I've hit it a couple times, but I don't think I've ever gotten a kill off of it. Like
Which
the,
one?
just the read to the side that recovery. Because swapping sides is
Yeah.
just, I'm never gonna do. It just doesn't work.
That's fair.
But I feel like I can hit it on occasion, like the
What was
actual
that?
move.
It's like he chase dodge. Frog's getting a hit.
How did he just walk back from that? That's insane. It just shows him sweating,
like
and he
you-
somehow just keeps going up. He keeps getting hit, and he keeps going up.
He dodged upwards, then got hit, then dodged upwards again, and then he was out of everything.
It's like he's
right?
doing
He was?
Minecraft cactus jumps over here.
Kinda is. I think is also another thing to relate to, but I don't know what that is. So I think cactus is the best we're getting.
I mean, there's also with the magma blocks that you can do it with, and
I think it's just damage boosting.
kind of.
You can
Hey.
also just do it while burning.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. But I don't really think it's
And
damage
technically
boosting.
poison. I feel like it makes more sense as damage boosting than actual damage boosting.
This is
I'm surprised that didn't
the
hit him.
momentum. Does it always like in the same direction? Because I feel like it would be something where it's like random, like where it can like hit you down.
What? Minecraft damage checks?
Yeah. I feel like it wouldn't.
think
If it wasn't
damage like
consistent, they
that-
wouldn't do it.
I don't
But-
know actually, because I feel like it wouldn't really knock you back, it'd just zero you out, but it does straight up give height, which seems weird.
I haven't done Minecraft parkour in a long time.
You get in here?
Me? You want me to fight Bell right now?
If you wanna.
How about right? Hear me out.
No. Outlaw Loki.
Mm-hmm.
I know map I can be Bell on.
The new one with the weird fire things? Yeah, I can. Oh.
No.
This guy. So this is a scaredy cat? That's a nice way of putting it.
That's a little messed up to say, I'm not gonna lie.
Once I eat my pizza, I should be doing much better. True. Food buff, like Tim says. I disagree though. I feel like once you eat, you aren't yearning, right?
Exactly. It's like survival instincts.
Yeah, it's like when you're hungry or you're thirsty, right? It's like you feel like you have to win because you're yearning for something, right? As if that's gonna satiate your hunger or thirst. But once you're well fed and drinked, watered, I don't know. Then you yearn for nothing.
Maybe I shouldn't choose a weapon that I don't know how to play.
Well,
Whoa, what is...
nothing, Jared. I wasn't gonna say anything.
I think it's just I'm not used to the speed. I do be throwing out my dodge all the time. To be fair, I'm just trying to dash.
Yeah, I'm surprised how cooperative my controller's been lately. Maybe I beat it into fixing it. Super funny how both Bell and Tycoon main Taros. I think Tycoon mains Bryn, and I'm pretty sure Bell mains Shell.
Why does that hit either of them?
I don't know if Bell's Petra. Maybe that's like his chosen main, but all he plays in ranked is Shell. When he wants to win is Shell. Who's my main though, guys? Who's my main?
It's gonna sound mean, but I feel like you're not specifically good on any weapon.
Awesome, Taros, not Bryn.
That should have picked up. What am I without my sick weapon toss combos?
And you are Rag / Pass? What?
When have you even played them?
And Jared is newest strongest 6. Yeah, that I can agree.
No. I'm a Scythe main that transitioned into a Chakra main. Is that so wrong? Will it completely ignore that match? It didn't happen.
I'm pretty sure Mordex is my highest level, right? For good reason, as you can tell. But I don't know. The thing is that I feel like all you guys think I'm best on different weapons, and I also think I'm best on a different weapon than either of you guys would claim, or any of you guys would claim.
I just feel like it's the weapons I get annoyed when you play. Blasters, I'd say, is probably one of your best weapons overall.
See, but
I hate fighting your lance.
the thing is, I think my blasters is good because of neutral, but like when you actually compare like me to a blasters player, I play nothing like it because I don't do any of the crazy combos or anything. Mostly because
Yeah, but I feel like that's what makes you good on blasters. You have good neutral and it's unpredictable. You'd get torn apart at like uber high rank,
Oh
so
no,
obviously because you can't downlight recovery.
Caspian, but he is in denial. That's a 3. Honestly, I don't really know where I sit because I would say blasters is probably one of my most annoying to fight.
3, 2, 1.
But I also don't think it's like I'm like the best on it, but I feel like I can play most weapons pretty well and like annoying.
I feel like I'll put it this way. I don't think your axe is as good as their axe, and I don't think your scythe is as good as my scythe. But I feel like your blasters is probably one of the best blasters in this lobby.
Maybe. I just feel like a lot of weapons I can play annoying to where I don't know which one's my most effective though. Because like I'm not gonna say I'm a good like spear player or cannon player or blaster player, but I feel like those are some of my best win rates on like random games and in these. Like I feel like I just it just works. And like as much as I like Katars and Axe, hence, you know, Ragnir, and Ragnir Sigs are really good, I just feel like in terms of axe and katars, are super hit or miss for me. Well, I feel like other weapons like blasters and spear and even like cannon and stuff are fairly consistent. That's why I just find it weird.
Blasters. Isaiah, eh. I'd say that'd probably be your best if Isaiah's SIGs weren't really awkward and bad.
Yeah, but see, then there's
And
even
if
like
you weren't addicted to using NSIG.
there's weird things. Like I don't think my bow or sword's good, but it's also like I can win on those weapons pretty easily. So it's like weird. Like I feel like I can play most weapons in neutral, and it's also like I know good combos on them, just not, you know. I don't know. I can tell you for a fact though, the ones I don't main are like greatsword and battle boots and chakram. Those are probably my 3 worst.
How's your orb?
Honestly, I feel like my orb is probably just as good as my guitars, and they're not like super good. I feel like they're pretty mid. And same with axe. I don't know. It just, I feel like all those weapons are bad. I feel like my most effective weapons probably are like spear and blasters. But that's at least how I feel when playing those.
As to say, you aren't necessarily better or worse on weapons specifically. It's just those weapons benefit your playstyle more. Like blasters are just range neutral. Of course, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, and spear
and, like,
just has
axe is like really
stuff.
slow neutral, so it's like that's not gonna be that great.
Mm-hmm.
And greatsword just OP, but
yeah, but that's also why
everyone's got a greatsword.
It's weird how it's like I can even make scythe effective from time to time just because, again, fast.
That's the crazy part. Is I feel like sometimes you got some nasty combos in you.
Yeah. What do you think is my worst weapon? I don't know.
It's hard to choose.
It is.
Whoa. Last I checked, this is Koa. Gotta let me get 3 stock real quick.
I feel like it's kind of difficult because sometimes you're trying, but a lot of times you're just messing around. But also, it's like I don't really watch too much of the
I'll do it.
full gameplay. So I feel like it's very hard.
Or I could counterpick him.
Because like I can say which weapons you guys are good on, but bad on, it's kind of hard because I feel like there's how many weapons in the game? Best? I would say in terms of like actual execution on what like a good weapon is, I would say your axe. Like I feel like in terms of what a good axe looks like, you have it compared to like other weapons. But I don't know if it's like your best in terms of like what I feel like you're strongest on. But I don't know exactly what that would be.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Bell's pretty crazy on everything. I feel like he's definitely not like super good on like some random weapons.
I feel like he's just not going to like the really simple weapons like sword.
I feel like he's
Like I
pretty
feel like his
decent
sword. Yeah, his
I would
sword's good, but
say
it's not like I get 3 stock by a sword. I wouldn't say.
I would say Bell's best weapons are probably gauntlets and battle boots. That's what I would say. I feel like probably his gauntlets a little bit more, but his battle boots. And I feel like he's pretty good in neutral on most weapons, but those are probably his 2 best. Jeevan, I can tell you what you guys are best on. Yeah, I don't know exactly. Well, I was saying axe is definitely the best that you're on in terms of like playing the weapon. But I don't really know a weapon that you specifically just like play annoyingly. Besides axe. That's why I would have to say axe. I feel like you're really good with a lot of the SIGs though. That'd be my main thing. Like
I think he's really good when he just mashes, personally.
No, I just mean he's good with like the combos with SIGs on a majority of the characters that he at least plays. Like he can play like Bryn well, but I wouldn't say his spear's necessarily good, but he can play spear well with Bryn SIGs. And I feel like he could do that with most characters. At least the ones that he played. But I would say his best weapon is probably just axe, hands down. Maybe it's time I play outside of Monday, bro. People, why would you do that to yourself? Yeah, and Bell has, or not Bell, Frogs has spear. I don't know though, I feel like Frog's spear honestly isn't like that crazy. Again, I feel like it's like on specific characters he's really good. Like Arcadian Orion, I'd consider him really good, but I don't think specifically because his like spear's good or his rocket lance is good or his greatsword's good. He's just good on those characters because he has a lot of playtime. And then Jared, I don't know, he kind of just thrives on randomness and SIGs.
I wouldn't say that. I'm kind of cooking him in the lance. I use like 4 SIGs this match.
But I would say in terms of like actual technical stuff, probably Sight.
He messed it up. Everyone laugh at him. I just feel like I'm very inconsistent, personally. Part of it's because I don't.
I think
I'm
most
not very
of
good
that's
at
lag,
a lot of
though.
the core mechanics. That's crazy that hit, personally.
Not though. There's a cannon, they're off limits, was legend. No. I don't know. I feel like, to be fair, the thing about having like a secondary weapon is a lot of times it doesn't matter because you're gonna get used to it regardless. So just find a character that you really like say if you're gonna play spear, find a character that you like their spear, and then just use the other weapon.
Why does that hit also? I was on the ground.
Good game. Player 1 wins.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that, Tycoon. The one thing though is that I feel like a lot of times on secondary weapons, it's also just good to have like random SIGs that you can like
Yeah.
use and then stall just to get
That's
your
why
weapon
I
back.
like Ransom. Because even though my bow's bad, I can just whip out bow SIGs. To be fair, that's mostly because I like 2 weapons, and I don't like the characters that combine those weapons.
Who's this guy think he is? Likely Manovator, restricted. Hey, Javen. I don't understand. Also, how do bots even work? Like, is it just like
Oh.
they send bots to just go raid random channels? Is it just like, it's like you could not convince me someone willingly went over here on like a bot account. It has to be just automated. Then why'd they go to me? Did they start from the top then go down? I don't know.
That's crazy. They probably start from the bottom.
Hmm.
If you're gonna view bot it, you're gonna do it as a
Top
popular
is
streamer.
crazy. It's true though. I'm probably like top literally 0.1% of Brawlhalla
First
streamers.
hit shadow it. Gotta love it.
I think what? There's Brawlhalla, and then there's the Brawlhalla 365, and then what? There's like 2 Brawlhalla streamers besides me. So I'm top 5.
You're 5 brutal. I hate to break it to you.
You know, I will. Let me go on my phone right now. Let me look up the Brawlhalla category. You're top 25. Okay, to be fair though. To be fair. These people don't deserve the reuse. That's a joke, by the way.
Probably view button.
I don't think so. Would I put it past them that they have 11 devices that they're just whipping out on separate accounts to watch their things? I wouldn't put it past them, no.
Would I put it past you?
Yeah, I would never do such a thing. I don't need it. I have loyal
Sure,
viewers.
you're like top 5 Raw streamers.
Just know there was times when I would have like 50 average viewers. Literally, if I had my average viewers from back in the day, I would be top 3.
Well, Brawlhalla's what's the opposite of inflation?
Who here is loyal? Have you seen Commander Rue lately? He's always here. That guy's a legend.
That guy's probably got like a 200 streak.
Yeah.
Why is that true? Why
He's
do
been
I
here.
have
He's
a
been here
kill?
since the beginning. Nightbot too. Have you seen that guy?
Barely even see him. Can't even follow Age. What's the point of that Sig? Kind of feels like it does no damage and has no kill power and doesn't cover an area.
I think it spikes. I think it's like good to use like off stage, like a sliding down one, cover a wall, or just like a random midair thing. I could be completely wrong though. Wouldn't be the first time. I do think it's funny though to be in like the top percent of a lot of things. You really don't need a lot. Like even like Overwatch, because like what my recap from last year, maybe before, like I was like top in a lot of those categories. Like anything that I streamed, I was in like the top categories. You're welcome. Yeah, obviously. Tycoon's the GOAT.
Why did it hit straight up? Zerial Sigs are a little bit busted, I'm not gonna lie. It's attack at an angle, and straight up, and straight to the side.
To be fair, I think my most successful games, though, in terms of views, have been Brawlhalla and Roblox. And in terms of clips, I think Minecraft blows everything out of the water. So,
Which is crazy.
yes, bring back the Roblox. To be fair, Roblox is good. It's just I don't like the viewers. I don't like playing a lot of games where it's like kids, and I feel like it's only like kids that are joining.
Yeah. Plus, 99% of Roblox games are uber brain rot, so it's like playing Bee Swarm Sim. People aren't gonna be like, oh yeah, I really want some Bee Swarm Sim.
Yeah, and even Brawlhalla can be like that from time to time, but for the most part, it's chill. That's why I still play it. But I feel like Roblox could definitely be a good thing, especially now that we're doing like a lot of clips. Where it's like we could easily clip a lot of the Roblox stuff, and I'm sure that would get some crazy views. And plus, I do enjoy a lot of the Roblox games.
Why does that go over him?
That is actually kind
Why
of
does
crazy.
he get everything and I get nothing?
If only Fate's back
Okay,
foot
I
had
don't
a
know if he
hitbox.
spot dodged or not. I sure hope so. Were
No,
you saying that before or after the down sig?
with the side sig. Like, because it'd be funny
Well, it's
because
funny
the down sig
I
has it.
immediately did the down sig, and then it missed him because I was so close to his body.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't know in terms of Roblox what we play. I know there was a couple games that I was kind of interested in, like that one card game. That was like a hex tile gameplay, like Pirate 101. But there's like Bee Swarm, obviously, and Sonic Speed Sim. Those I enjoyed a lot, and I wouldn't mind streaming. And there were some of those random like egg hatch games, which weren't like bad. And those were pretty good for views. Because, you know, who doesn't? That's one thing that I've always loved about those kind of games, though. It's the same with a lot of MMOs. Is that's like
That's
they're
crazy. My weapon broke there.
get better decks, more decks.
Uh,
But the fact that they're perfect games to watch while playing something. Like I feel like a lot of times when you're playing like Overwatch, you don't want to be watching Overwatch, you know. And it's like same with Brawl. I feel like it's hard to do. But I feel like when I would play like Onigiri or a lot of like MMOs like Warframe, I would be watching those kind of streams. It's like just watching it at a different level or even the same level, but just, you know, it's interesting. Same with Wizards 101. Like you can play some Wizards 101, have a stream pulled up, and it's cool. Like farming Lore Master, watching some gameplay. I feel like that's really cool. That's the part of streaming that I've always enjoyed. Is like that kind of stuff. That's what I'm watching. Or if I'm just playing a random game. But your frogs wants to join in. But lately I've just been playing a lot of solo games on stream. Which is cool. I don't mind. It's just tough because, like, since streaming solo games, I want to play more solo games, like, on stream. Because, like, I feel like there is a lot of good content, and it's like I can review and kind of show off games that are cool. But I do, like, say, I think if I really started to make it bigger and stuff, that's probably the first things I'd be doing is probably having specific days for solo games. and then streaming a lot of games like that.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Because I feel like it's a lot easier to make content when it's basically just talking and playing a game instead of like having to focus on like a story a lot of the time. But I just like playing a lot of solo games. And it's like any time at night when it's like, oh, I could play this game, but it's like, but I'd want to stream it because like it's cool. But I guess I always could just record nighttime stuff and not really worry about streaming. But it's like then I could also, I don't know. Like I said, those are things
Why
like
does that catch my dodge above it?
imagine. But it,
I've gotten one combo and I get him to 60. He gets one combo, he kills me. It's not fair.
that's the tough part about streaming is that once you're like more full time, it can work like that because then you can just play the solo games off stream or as like an extra thing and then still have your main game. But it's like with working and having like only like 2 or 3 days off, it's like then I want to be streaming that stuff too. So it's a very complex thing. I think it's very hard to manage. Also, Frog's probably just grabbing his pizza. That's what I'd imagine, at least.
No way he comes back from that. He could have. Good to know.
True. Shot going.
What? Okay. My bad. I guess I could have thrown my weapon more directly at him.
Shoulda. Yeah. All I know right now is that I want to finish my phone dailies, maybe play a little bit more Brawly afterwards. And then I want to get some more food. I want to do like 18 sets of exercise to do everything. Work my arms to complete exhaustion, legs. Probably some ab workouts, maybe a little bit back workouts. And then I want to collapse in my bed and drink iced tea and chocolate milk. And watch some Shield Hero. And then stay up till late playing Mega Ball.
No way that doesn't hit. It's not fair.
Player 1 wins.
Not gonna be. Someone get in here. That means you. You can do one game.
I guess I can do one game. I feel like it's gonna take 3 games because of how much I'm gonna throttle the melon.
That doesn't even make sense.
Leave. Oh baby. Yeah, apparently I gotta do everything around here, Bo. Ooh, Mako. Yeah, I hate to say it, but GG, Bell.
3, 2, 1.
I'm the ride you won't survive. How'd that hit? I'm not getting that weapon, am I?
Oh, dang, you are throttling him. That was crazy, actually.
I dabble.
Dabbling crazy.
I'm kind of surprised I didn't hit. It looked like my attack just had no hitbox.
And
How?
I'm surprised you ran into that.
I feel like I have zero defense. Some of these hitboxes make zero. How did that literally hit? Was I not to the left of him? That arrow just hit an angle and somehow hit? That's funny. I'm actually kind of surprised how crazy I was on both those weapons there, especially the greatsword. I think it's just working.
Yeah. Almost 0 to death to him.
Yeah. For how much defense does make a web? Is it like actually 2? Or is it just kind of unlucky?
Base 4.
Hmm.
Base 4 dex 2, which is a little surprising. Never mind, great sword. That's on me. The CBR?
I feel like chicken bacon ranch pizza can be good. However,
It's very quality dependent.
yeah,
Because a pepperoni pizza is always going to be good. CBR can be either really good or really bad.
I feel like it just people see it differently. Like, ooh, what if we have like some chicken that's just thrown on there and then like literally terrible bacon, and then we just put a little bit of ranch? Like, no. And like barbecue, it's like no, 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 no. You need to like cover the chicken in barbecue sauce and put the ranch as like the pasta
the
sauce,
Epilog
not
by the
pasta sauce,
way.
pizza sauce. And then good quality cheese that melts and blends really well with the chicken. I feel like they just never do it. They never do it right. It's
This
tough.
isn't fair. What percent was I even at?
Like 150. Get blended.
Remember what I said before about hating to fight like scythe players because I actually know what they're doing? I take it back. I hate it because I don't know what they're doing. He just gets to match 3 aerials off stage and hit me with every one of them.
To be fair, I don't know. Bell's kind of on demon time today.
Comes out fast in my downlight. Good to know. Hits him directly. Contact him. Doesn't hit. That's cool. That's also cool. You can see where my hammer or my body hit him, right?
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I really want to give her a screen. That's what I want. I just don't know if it's perfect, but a multiplayer game like that sounds really fun, like RoboQuest was. I just remember
That really
kinda
counts as a
pricey,
touch.
even on sale.
But see, why is that the read he goes for?
Player 1 wins.
Like, how stupid would he have looked at that with a miss?
That's not important though, dude.
That is important. You don't just throw it aside because you feel like it. You're not supposed to anyways. Anyone else? They're
He
no
says
good
that, but he
colors.
wants to keep going in.
We need like the Rivals of Aether color system.
Nobody knows what that is, Jared.
That's where you're wrong. I know one person who knows what it is. Tycoon probably knows because he knows every random fact. Probably know what Rivals of Aether is, knows what the color system is. But basically, there's like 5 colors in every character, and you can just customize which is what. So I could just change my hair to black, for example.
2, 1, brawl.
That sounds really cool.
But then I could be however I want. And I really don't think they make much money off of colors specifically. Why does that win? I'm not there. Stop! It was.
Oh. He's playing with his food.
He used a diagonal downwards attack into the stage and hit me with it.
Yeah.
Not to mention, Chakram actually doesn't have that much priority. It also has this funny thing called end lag.
You know what system I think they need to change? Not in Brawlhalla at all. AFK Journey, right? Specifically, the gacha mechanic's cool, right? But there's just so many characters that it's like, you don't even know what's good, and then when you do, it's like it's a pool, but then there's like a million, they release like 3 characters at a time. It's just so hard to pay attention to what even is where. I think they need to have a better system of getting characters. So it's like it's easier to get like newer
That's
characters.
not
but
even
also
what
the
I pressed.
specific
I was
ones.
holding only down.
It's just kind of a mess of characters. I have no idea where people are. It's like, how do you even go about trying to get some of them easily? It's like I can use all my tickets, but it's like I barely get
Watching that
anything. And eventually, just some random characters are maxed out when I'm not even aiming for them. Just feels random.
Maybe I need to bind my dodge to a different key. Because I don't think my pinky's able to click it at the speeds I need to. That hits. And doesn't kill.
I need to blow my nose. Blow, blow, blow my nose.
It doesn't kill, my bad.
Honestly, I feel like this stage is kind of cool.
I agree.
I think the music just goes well, and the colors are cool. Decently designed.
Don't worry, at 170 he doesn't die there.
Wow. Just remember, Jared, the most you got smoked today was me on Mordex.
That's
got
not true. I got
3-0'd.
3 stocked by Bell.
Yeah, but it wasn't as impressive as mine.
Because you're a worse player. Why am I running more speed? What am I doing?
I don't know, Jared.
What do you even run on Yumiko?
Usually what I do is I just click B on them and then choose random.
I was gonna make a joke about running something on Yumiko, and then Bell just runs on Yumiko. Couldn't think of a good way to phrase it though. The letter M twice.
Javen on Mordex so crazy. I mean, it is my highest level. It is my main. I have the battle pass skin, thanks to Tycoon. And my hard work. My unnecessarily
And he
hard
uses
work.
the worst one.
The best one?
It's actually not even close to what I said. In fact, it couldn't be further apart.
2, 1, brawl.
That just doesn't come out that fast. I hate to break it to you, Bell.
Came out faster than when I saw... I don't know. I can't think of a funny example.
What a balance sig.
if Jared so much as threw
What
a
a
spike ball in
balanced
Bell's
thing,
general
am I right,
direction while
guys?
he was off stage, Bell would have died right then and there. I think there should just be a character that just has the bombs as like a weapon, like sticky bombs. They just throw them, and their other weapon
They
is
use
like
their down
mines.
special and pick up a bomb out of the ground, but it also has a chance of being other items.
True, 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 true. I think someone
not
should
even
have
my first
a
though.
neutral zig that's a counter.
I think it should be every sword character.
Grand Line League. I'm climbing the rank because I'm so good. I really need to do some more research on treasure
All I gotta
cruise.
do is hit 15 kill options and break his ankles a couple times.
True. I just need to improve my team. I have some good people. I don't know which banner to pull on. I don't know what kind of teams to build because they're usually good captions, but they don't say what teams to run. They don't even have like suggestions.
I was about to complain about that not being a true combo. It's a true combo.
I think in most games, strength should just be based on how attractive your characters are.
I agree. That's so much better of a scaling system. And then skins become pay to win. Some of them.
Like right
Not
here,
so much
my-
Rat Ember.
my treasure cruise team right now is 3 Udas, Buggy, and Perona. That's what.
Why is Buggy there?
It's
You almost
Halloween
had the
Buggy.
perfect squad.
Like, that'd be crazy though. Be a crazy team. One of these days I'll have to do a Buggy cosplay. Who would Jared do best at the cosplay though?
Almost got me with that one. Why does that hit? Okay, wake up the weapon toss.
That is actually kind of crazy.
It's also crazy I'm surviving till 225 with I think 4 defense.
Well, I'm going to get more coffee, fill my water, relieve myself, and yeah, I'll be back.
That's actually not what I pressed. Ooh, unlucky.
Player 2 wins.
Might be a Yumiko main after this. Wait a second. Oh yeah, I won that match. That's crazy. I'm actually so good at the game, it's not even funny. It's just like, why should I try and learn my weapons when I have bow hammer? And I dare say the best set of SIGs in the game.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Crazy fumble. I should really stop reversing that when the reversal isn't true. Okay, I tried to get farther away. Wasn't fast enough. Freeze that covered that. Why do I ever side sig? Down sig's so much better. That was crazy, actually.
Player 2 wins.
519, like me. Any brawlers? Challengers, if you will? Play some Temmie. They're too scared.
Not
The
bad.
sheer force of
I
this
put
battle is
dinner away,
scaring
right?
everyone away.
And then, I mean, there was the coffee, but I mixed some of
Mhm.
the mint milk in with it.
No way.
No, so it's mint milk, Irish cream. Put some ice in there because it was kind of cold already.
3, 2,
I'm
1,
excited.
brawl.
Also, I can't be the only one that thinks this, but wouldn't it be nice if there was like a machine that would just exercise you at night?
Define exercise.
Like, workout. Like, imagine you get comfy, right? And then, like, set like a timer for like 15 minutes. And then you fall asleep. And suddenly you're just like lifting weights. And doing like curls and crunches. Right? But it wouldn't be like all night. Maybe just like 30 minutes to an hour.
That was so messed up. Yeah. That's actually a $1 trillion idea, maybe?
The other thing is that I feel like there'd be a way to trick your brain to where you can still be asleep, but be using your muscles to work out, right? I feel like it could work. And I think
They
the
also,
basis of this theory
nerfed Lance.
is you can pee while you're sleeping. Right? So I feel like
Uh-huh.
they could definitely, you could lift weights in your sleep. Plus sleepwalking. You know?
That's not the base of the theory, though.
Yeah.
That's an added,
So I
I need
think
to
it
lock
could
in.
work. I think it could work.
Match.
Effective.
He's gonna jump one of these times, watch. I lied, Artemis is the best character in the game. And it has nothing to do with the fact that these two characters have counterpicks to his weapons.
Kinda destroyed.
What's that
Post-game
put us
thoughts,
at
Bill?
now? Like, 2-14? Pretty good. Man, have I ever mentioned how much I love that these maps aren't just on one screen?
I don't think so.
Especially because I can't even scroll down quickly. Scrolling goes like a 15th of a map at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Three, two, one, brawl.
Oh my god! Someone get him off the Temmie!
Oh my. Frogs, you're missing it all. Jared beat Bell? And then also six spammed him to death.
Way that hits me. No way that misses him.
Also,
You
Frogs.
can't tell me I'm not the sickest with weapon combos you've ever seen.
You'll have to clip it. And then send it. That'd be crazy. But anyway, Frogs, have you played it or played any of the other God Eaters yet, or no? I'm just curious.
Look kind of crazy on the weapons also, though, I'm not gonna lie.
Played over half of 3 since that's not the same company or storylines 1 2. Gotcha. Like I said, I'm just hoping that these other ones kind of fix some of the issues I have with this one. Even though they've kind of grown on me, it's just definitely some things that I wouldn't mind being changed. And 3 bullets get that for the most part. I feel like that's fine. I don't think bullets should be super OP. I feel like they should basically just be utility and have like a purpose, but not be like damage. Because I feel like how they are in this game, especially with them being like really OP, like the specific
What are they
ones,
supposed to do against that?
it feels like your weapon is basically just a tool to build up Oracle to use your bullets to do actual damage. Because the bullets don't use OP anymore, they're just limited by an amount. Oh, okay. That makes sense though. I don't know. I'm very curious to see how the games will work though. Because I wouldn't
Mimic
mind it
frogs?
more physical weapon kind of thing.
I just feel like, I don't know. I'd say I'd want more of a combo system than just basically light attacks, but maybe I don't actually.
Yeah, I don't know. See, the thing is, I like the whole bread and butter system like Monster Hunter games have, you know. But just like I also feel like it's lacking, you know.
I
That's
just
my
feel
only
like
thing.
everything needs a purpose, but I feel like it's not that unique enough to where everything would have a purpose. Because, like, you just use your bread and butter combo until you have to dodge. It's not like you're going to be like, oh, I have only enough time for this other combo.
Yeah, and then there's like things if you just need to hit like a certain thing, like oh, do this combo to hit aerial or do this one for this. But yeah, I definitely get what you're saying. I just think like also like the guns could be a better system.
To be fair, I also think it'd be really cool. Because as far as I'm aware, it's not like Sword and Shield has blood attacks and slash attacks. Maybe it does. But like that'd be cool for
In
everyone
what?
to have. Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I think most weapons just kind of have their own set things. Like I'm pretty sure the
Yeah.
sword and shield is blunt and that, so it's kind of a mix. But you mostly just want to be doing your shield smacks into their head to break them.
Yeah. But I feel like it'd be a lot more interesting if all weapons kind of had that. Because it'd make it a lot more. A, to where you can just play one weapon the entire time. And B, to where you don't just use the same one combo. Because, like, say, actually, it probably is the same with Gun Lance, because I imagine it's probably Crush, the actual explosions. Maybe
Yeah.
Monster Hunter is good.
I think Monster Hunter is good. It's just there's a certain factors that I don't like. Like say that you need to break specific parts, and even then it's like chances of getting things. And so
Yeah.
it's like you also
I'd
want to
say
use
I
certain
really-
weapons to break certain parts.
There's definitely a lot I don't like about Monster Hunter. Again, the Monster Hunter versus just, you know, whatever aspect of actually, you know, hunting the monsters.
Yeah, personally I just don't like the drop chances in
I don't like
even
the
this
drop
game.
chances. I don't like cracking them down. I don't like them running away. And there was another thing.
I think
I
tracking
don't
down
like
at least
the,
in Rise was good.
respawn system exactly. Rise, I feel like, was definitely like
I didn't like World.
World was awful. Is basically what I'm getting at.
Yeah. But to be fair, that was
Life
supposed
is
to be more
awful.
about like the hunting of monsters and stuff. While Rise was definitely more of a just spawning in, run to the monster kind of thing.
Yeah, something about Monster Hunter World and, you know, exploring the world.
Yeah. Which is cool. I don't mind. Like I said,
I'm
there's a
much
couple
more fan of
things.
exploring the Rise.
There's a couple of the things that I'd want as just kind of again like accessibility settings or an option, like a health bar. Like like I said a million times, I'm fine with that not having one. But it's kind of like the same with like Dark Souls. Like you could just remove the health bar to, you know, in a sense make it more challenging and like interesting, but I feel like the health bar doesn't really make or break the game. So it's like that's
Also,
why I feel like it's
a
like
lot
fine
better viewer
option.
experience. Like, people would not be as much interested in Dark Souls if it's they just walk into a boss when they don't know what they're talking about. Like, more just a viewer. And it's just like, oh, so I have no idea how long till this thing dies, or how good the damage is.
I do find it crazy though, because like I feel I've never complained about a game having health bars because I feel like it's genuinely super nice to kind of see what's doing damage and what isn't. That's why I very much so dislike things like Monster Hunter and like Hollow Knight and stuff for those specific reasons. Because like I feel like it just you lose a sense of progress. And I guess that's supposed to be like, you know, immersive. You know, you don't know what you're getting into. but I just feel like it takes away so much from me. And that's what I don't like. Because I feel like it's just like a weird thing not to have there. And again, I can understand you wanting it as an option. But I feel like that's just like a weird thing. Like, I feel like I wouldn't say it's inherently like a health bar being too easy or anything.
Like some things. Like, say, Monster Hunter, I'd say probably does have damage numbers, right? But it's like, what's your strongest combo? It's like, are you just basing it around the monster that you're hitting and actually paying attention to the damage numbers versus the actual time? Or is it just kind of what feels like it's doing the most damage?
I think for the most part, it's just kind of hitting what is doing the highest amount of damage. And again, most things are universal, kind of like in, you know, most games.
Yeah.
Like, say, these weapons are going to be good against these parts.
I just feel like, again, if you don't know your bread and butter combo, how do you find it out? Like, say I played Gunlance wrong, like, 3 different times and then learned new stuff. And then eventually I found what I was doing.
Yeah. But I also feel like it's kind of a thing like a lot like Terraria, where in the sense that getting into the first time is very, very difficult because of that. But like once you're kind of more familiar with like the series and you've played other games, and you know, again, just more time in general, then it becomes a lot more fun. Because you kind of understand what most weapons are capable of and what they should be doing. So it's like then like say a new Monster Hunter game comes out and you kind of know what to look for. Like, oh, these weapons have changes and they're cool, so I'm going to play this one. But you kind of already know what to look forward to. And what you're going to be doing. Which I think is cool. It's just like I said, I understand why people don't like it because it is kind of hard to get into. And stuff like that. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan. I'm pretty neutral about Monster Hunter. I think it's a really good game. It's just hard for me to get into because I dislike a lot of the factors. Like I said, it's a lot like any Souls-like, and even things like Hollow Knight specifically. Like that, Silksong's different because I genuinely feel like Silksong was just bad.
Agreed.
But it's like I haven't played Dark Souls enough to give an opinion, but my opinion from the gameplay I've watched and played of Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 1 seems like a bad Dark Souls game. But I'm not saying all Dark Souls are bad. I just think Dark Souls 1 did not seem very... I wasn't enjoying it.
I just feel like, again, with Dark Souls, I feel like I'd enjoy the actual gameplay. I just feel like so much of it is just, dying and weird building that's kind of unintuitive. And I don't like those parts.
I think what's funny is, like, people talk about solo games, the main downside being, like, cutscenes and stuff. Just like, again, completely understand, you know, sometimes I even get annoyed when there's so much, like, just dialogue and, like, cutscenes that I...
Scarlet Nexus.
Yeah, but I mean, pretty much any game, like, even Tales games can be like that from time to time. Like, even Tales of Arise, specifically, I noticed, in Berseria, certain chunks. So it's like, I get the point that people get annoyed at that. Where I almost feel like, again, it should be more... There should be more designed, or with that in mind, that there's people just skip cutscenes. I feel like that should be a thing. You know, because I feel like it really would work. Like, I think it would introduce people to a lot more solo games.
I know there are definitely some games, like say even CZ, where it's like when you skip a cutscene, it gives you a rundown.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's very important and every game should do it. Because I'd go so far as to say there's maybe 30% of people that just skip cutscenes.
Especially in some games, like a perfect example is ZZ, or like Genshin, I know people have been talking about because I guess there was an update that a lot of people got into. But there's like so much dialogue in Genshin. And I think it's like they didn't have a skip. So it's like you just had to mash through text. But it's like, yeah. I feel like a lot of that is unnecessary. Like I feel like for the most part with a lot of games, how they should be, is there should be like the cool cinematic cutscenes that are kind of like, you know, a minute or two long. That show like huge plot points, you know? But for the most part, just being able to like skip stuff and just continue with the gameplay, and it just, again, basically just do a very, very brief thing of what happened, of like where you're going next and what, you know. And I feel like that would be good, because I feel like a lot of people would genuinely get into a lot more solo games if it was like that, because I definitely get that. Because I feel like a lot of people would even like a lot of like Tales gameplay if they could just skip through it to make a lot of sense. And so I feel like a lot of just companies do that, because I know there's some times where I'm like playing a new game plus I'm skipping through, and it's just literally you jump from one area to the next and you have no idea what just happened because you skip cutscenes.
Yeah, it's especially fun. Like, say, obviously, again, in Berseria specifically, you're just in an area that doesn't even exist in the main game kind of thing. What's especially fun when you're in an area, and then you watch a cutscene, and you're in another area, and then you walk forward a little bit, and then it's another cutscene, and then you're in a different area.
Yeah.
And bosses, obviously. For kind of the same aspect. You just chill in like a forest or something, and then suddenly you're in a space fighting a god.
Yeah. That's why I think it's a lot of things, yeah, just definitely need to do it better. Like, I think a good thing that would lead to things, you know, not a lot of transitions from cutscenes, you know? Like, more just like a camera zoom to where it doesn't take you out of the game. Like, say, I walk up to the forest, instead of it, like, playing a cutscene, it just, like, kind of a small, like, slows me and kind of puts me, you know, like, the little, like, black lines, and then just, like, the monster arriving and then I'm fighting it, you know? Instead of it, like, black screen, cutscene, now I'm in the fight.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like stuff like that is just, like, would really add to that. Because I feel like that's why people love games like even, like, Silksong and not Hollow Knight, like, Elden Ring and stuff. Just because it's like that. It doesn't feel like you're jumping. It feels like you're just playing the game, you know? It's more in the lore, and if you're deciding to go out of your way to get information. But most of it's just strictly gameplay. And that I can understand, like, completely. That's why I say they're good games. But I think if other games just took notes from that, you know, like those factors, a lot of people would play their games more.
Yeah.
Because again, like even Expedition's fun, but it's like, you know, being pushed into like combat, you know, already like the turn-based, I can see, you know, immediately turning someone away because like I know how annoying it is when I'm playing like Octopath and I'm walking forward and then oh, now a fight, now transition, now I gotta fight something, you know. Even though I still enjoyed those games,
yeah.
It's just I can definitely understand, and I can see where some games could do things better like that.
I feel like especially games like again Octopath need just faster transitions between stuff like that. Because like say even if you can like first turn stuff, it's like there's still like the 10 seconds of going into the fight, then the 10 seconds of showing you rewards and leaving the fight, and it's like then it feels like it doesn't really matter how fast you're actually killing enemies.
Yeah.
And especially just for farming. Like, it's just a mandatory 20 seconds of battle. Especially because, call me crazy, I feel like people don't really care about the visuals and stuff between battles. I feel like they'd rather just be in the fight.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest complaints about specifically turn-based games. But I think encounters and leveling need to be done so much differently. Because something like Octopath, like you're gonna be sitting there under-leveled, or you're going to be spending like 4 hours trying to get on par, right? Now, it's like, why don't you just have specific areas, even if it's doing like somewhat of like a difficult fight or something, just to level?
I feel like in Octopath especially, I feel like it's definitely not the same for a lot of turn-based games, or RPGs in general. They didn't even need levels.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it just messes with the scaling, obviously. Especially since there isn't like, you know, a cap or everyone's the same level or really difficult to overlevel or anything. It's just kind of like, things are gonna be at least a little bit harder or easier. And I feel the same about the equipment generally. It's just if it's like, oh yeah, this equipment has a special effect. Like even something like Expedition 33.
Like I said, I think my favorite leveling system had to have been Tokyo Mirage, which I feel like a lot of people don't know about, but just a little like EXP dungeon thing. So you can just do as many times you wanted. They're pretty simple fights, and then you can just get an item, and then that item gives you like either a chunk or just like your full XP bar. So you can basically, after dungeons, get to the part where you want to be. And it's like same with all the skill levels. So where it's like you're still going out of your way to do it, but it's not just wasting time. And it's like I feel like that's really good. Because like, not to say I like hate a grind in a game, because I've played how many games and I'm fine with doing it. Like even both Octopaths. But just like I feel like it gets super stale and boring, and I 100% get why people wouldn't even finish the game, especially even want to try and fight like Goldera or anything like that, because it's just so tedious. And so I feel like it's just a really bad way of doing it. So I feel like something like Tokyo Mirage does it really well. But I can definitely get that, because like any sort of farming like that just does get really grindy when it takes hours. Like say if it takes like 20 minutes of farming, it's like okay, you know, that's barely out of the way and just like some combat, right? Cool. But when it gets like super tedious like that, it's just obnoxious. But I don't know. There's a lot of things that I feel like a lot of games can do better, and I feel like a lot of times people aren't really taking into account a lot of those things. And I feel like there's gonna be games that do it, and it's gonna be like crazy. It's not to say there's gonna be a game that pleases everyone, obviously, but I think they could easily do it. Like to think about how much praise Expedition 33 got. It's like it's good. It's a good game, but it's like even still there's a good bit of issues and things that aren't perfect. But it's like people got like all like super crazy about that. You know? It's like even things like Balatro. You know? It's like they're not even like crazy perfect or anything. They just like have a lot of good factors to them. And they're just overall fun. It's like I'm telling you, if someone sat down and actually made a game using the culmination of a lot of the good mechanics and even just like options like say health bars and stuff to where people can choose to have them on, it truly amazing. I should not be forced to run away and be a passive Jared just to land or hit against Bell.
Huh?
Yeah.
I read the message before you. I know what you're playing.
Huh?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I'll remember this.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Speaking of perfect games, Mega Bonk. It's going crazy. I do think though that in stuff like Vampire Survivors and Mega Bonk, there should be like a test room. Even same with like Brawlhalla, like any of those roguelikes. To where you can just go to like an encyclopedia of all you have or just all the game has, and you can try out things to kind of see damage numbers and like synergies and just stuff like that. Because I feel like that'd be very good. Like very, very good. I feel like that's like the most annoying learning curve, is figuring out what stuff works together and also what stuff even does. So far in Mega Bonk it's pretty clear, but I know Vampire Survivors, like I have my go-tos, but that's only because I have no idea what some of these new things do. Even when I max them out and use them like every run, I have no idea what they even offer. They just big things on my screen. I don't know. I think that'd be cool. Also, though, did they change what dexterity did before? Or...
Well, it used to be experimental, and then they just made it an actual thing.
Well, I mean, like, because what was it before? Like, end lag?
Yeah, and I think that's still what it is.
Gotcha. I was just wondering how it would make characters feel different. Because Belle and Frog said they didn't like it.
Well, you had your fun, frogs.
But now you get to take a load off and watch Jared suffer.
Exactly. Also, this is propaganda from a diamond if I've ever heard of it. No, you don't have to play passive to win.
You don't have to, it's just your best chance.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
I think the best way to look at it is just when you're playing Brawlhalla, just imagine you're playing Sigma, right?
Poke, poke, poke.
Exactly.
This old do be kind of slow.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I'm just throwing out axe attacks.
That could be it.
No way that still hit me. I need to get closer to my keys so you can hear them clacking.
See, to be fair,
Shadow
Franz,
it.
I genuinely don't understand how Brawlhalla works. Like,
We know.
I mean, you're in the same boat. It genuinely feels like, again, when fighting Bell, but other players too, it just, you know, it's like they quite literally are doing impossible things. Like, it is not possible. Like, again, the way to get dodges, like, literally so perfect, and the hitboxes just work so much in their favor. But it doesn't feel like they're playing well. It just, it works. But I don't understand. I don't understand.
That doesn't hit me. It started doing the hit before it even hit me.
Because nothing's consistent. 9 years, no diamond. Yeah, but I feel like there's some sort of just straight up trick to it. And I don't know if it's just connection. That's what I've always assumed it was. Because I just don't see how people can have possibly the will to play the game if it's as inconsistent for it as like it is for us. Again, like, just rollback in general. Like, how do people not get so unbelievably frustrated at it? And then just, like, just hitboxes being so wonky. The trick to learning and countering and reacting, or is learning and countering and reacting with the gameplay. I mean, yeah.
How did my down sig not hit him, by the way?
I'm just saying, it's not necessarily that. It's not that, like, I'm worried about, like, oh, how are people inputting these things well? Or how are these people reading me? It's more of a, just like, it's not how it works.
Yeah, like Bell chase dodging before his attack ends. Like, that's not just inputting it faster.
Yeah, that's what I wonder. And, like, also how sometimes people completely remove, like, end lag and startup. Like, say they use a sig, and then before the sig's ended, they're already hitting with a neutral move. It's like, it's almost like they're hitting, like, some sort of perfect chain. You know, and I know sometimes, you know, some combos it is that. Like, you just have to have literal perfect timing, like, for the follow-up. But it's like, even I'm able to do it to Jared, but it's just not consistent. But it's like, I'm pressing it at, like, the same time. It's weird. It's just like, it seems like it's very inconsistent. Same with dodges. Like, you can dodge something and it works, but other times you dodge, then your dodge, like, doesn't go through. Like, you don't actually get the iframes from it. And then it's just movement. But then other times, like, someone else does it, or you even do it from dodge damage, just complete iframe. So it's weird. It just always feels like the game is so wonky. Like, say, a perfect example is any of the games me and Jared play, because they're always just, like, so random. Like, sometimes it's no rollback. Sometimes it's a bunch of rollback. Sometimes it's I can literally dodge every single one of his moves when I'm directly in his hitbox. And then other times it's like he can grab me from anywhere. And it's like even same when I'm doing it. Like, oh, why does that not have a hitbox? But then this other thing just literally grabs him from the moon and back. And it's like, I don't understand.
Of course I lose my weapon there. It could never happen any other way. That's just not fair. I was behind him.
I'm gonna let me scroll up. I don't think it's really that fraud. At all. Because if that were the case, I don't think you'd be that good on the characters you're good on. Like, say, I feel like you practiced Arcadia for a week, and we're already, like, insane and doing things I've never seen Arcadia do. Like, actually, though. I've literally watched 12-year-olds hit diamond 2 months. Well, first off, comparing yourself to anyone is just kind of a bad idea always.
Harrison's a thief of joy.
Meanwhile, I've never hit diamond in any game in my entire life. Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, there's just a lot of stuff, frogs. It's not really doesn't matter. Like, say, there's no reason to compare yourself to these random people and certain things.
If that being NSIG.
Like, think, those 12 girls who have diamond, they're losers. They don't even know why I exist. The new upcoming streamer on Twitch. And they're going to be riding the high of reaching diamond in Brawlhalla for the rest of their lives. They're going to, like, hurt their ankle while doing, like, some sports. And they're going to be in, like, 30 years being like, oh, man, I could have gone, like, pro. You know, but bum knee. And, again, they'll just ride that high forever. They peaked at 12, frogs. Just know that. Somehow they got girlfriends too? Okay, well.
That's different. The save? They're not it. Why is
All
that
I'm saying
linger?
is that if anyone's priorities in life is to reach diamond in Brawlhalla and have a girlfriend, that's those don't mix. I hate to break it to you. This is where the girlfriend went. I was just messing around.
This. I'm gonna get the sickest read and he's gonna die. Or that also
Well, first
works.
Sandstorm also wasn't 12. And plus, he just got lucky in one aspect of his life. And so we got to make a lot of money playing a game, and then he gets to just ride that. It's just an opportunity that he got that you didn't. It's as simple as that. Not to say he's, you know, not doing stuff. Also, I mean, Freedom reached diamond, and he had a girlfriend. Okay.
Is it so crazy to assume he got lucky with that and you don't get lucky with that?
And plus, I mean, it's not like Freedom's like, okay, I'm gonna put this on my resume. Reached diamond in Brawl, had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's just life. Things happen in life. It's as simple as that. There's no permanent progress. Like they might reach diamond when they're 12 and never again. They could fall off. Well, it's best just to live in the present.
Yeah.
And
Let's think of it this
not
way.
care about other people. In
If
comparing.
you were to go like a pro in Brawl, you'd be having zero fun.
Yeah. Indeed, where is he, Javen? I think college right now. I know he was trying to pick up a job at a rival gas station. I know.
No way.
I don't know if he got it though. I wanted to
What
ask
does it
about
mean?
it, but we haven't really talked too much. I know he was uploading some political videos and stuff, and I was checking those out and liking them. You know, push the algorithm and all
He's
that.
pulling out the spot dodges.
Ooh, what do you mean, ooh?
Probably politics. Or college.
Yeah.
That not my proudest moment. Watch this though. Why does it hit?
Yeah, but like I said, frogs, the grass is always greener. Think about it. There's rich people who think they have problems. I know. I know. Think about that.
Money
Think about that
doesn't
for a
solve
second.
problems. Money doesn't buy happiness.
Imagine if you had money, you would literally have to worry about nothing. You don't have to worry about being good at a game. You don't have to worry about a job. You don't have to worry about having your license. You don't have to worry about anything. Problem solved. You can do it over the gosh darn heck you want. They still got problems, in quotation marks. and you can't really have chosen or do anything to be or to have been born rich.
That's actually crazy.
That's hilarious. Point is, life sucks. Roll with the punches, and don't care about anyone else. Well, in the sense of comparison.
Why does that hit me?
And just always try and improve, but never use what's it? Like jealousy or comparison to be the reason to do it.
If that was a dash, I would be winning right now. That was kind of clean though, you gotta admit.
Well, yeah, frogs, but at least you're trying. And obviously, trying isn't necessarily important when you need results. But
Player 2 wins.
Frogs, that's like, I hate to break it to you, 90% of the human population. As far as things they can
Yeah.
make money off of.
trust me, a college degree doesn't get you anywhere unless you specifically, like, absolutely need it for a specific thing. And skills are just gained from doing something. They're never you just have them. Or that people just know them.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Plus, motivation's definitely a big part. Like, you're not gonna gain a skill if you don't really, like, enjoy that thing.
Yeah. I'm all trying to get something, anything, and I just couldn't. Yeah, but also just, progress happens. Like, think, frogs. You know what some people do in your position? They learn to
I
draw
can even
art,
guess.
and then they hop on Twitter, right? And they draw weird furry stuff. And you know what? That's their career. And that could be you. You could be making more money than me.
A lot more.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta find the right market.
I'm just saying that as an example, frogs. And plus, art's also subjective. Plus, you know, you could always do something stupid, like just use AI to make like some YouTube videos. Or art, and just call it your own.
True.
And like, yeah, it's genuinely a bad thing to do, but that's how some people make their careers, just doing stupid stuff like that.
What is my face doing?
I don't know. I'm just saying there's a lot of random stuff that can work, especially nowadays with things like TikTok and YouTube and just a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, there are
Yeah, I
quite
think it's
literally-
about being lucky, Javen. I think quite literally everything in life is about being lucky.
Yeah, you could literally be the best Brawlhalla player in the world. How are you gonna get exposure?
I mean, look at Bell, frogs. Bell's like insane at Brawl, and he's not making a ton of money for being good at Brawl. I don't even think he plays in like actual tournaments.
Plus, that's also a factor. If there's like no local tournaments, you can't really play in online tournaments or anything. It's like, where would being good at Brawl even get you?
Yeah.
Because like, you could post videos. But I mean, like, our videos are pretty good. We're pretty good. It hasn't really taken off.
But again, one day we'll probably get lucky. And even other times we've gotten lucky with things. Like even us meeting, for example. That's just a factor.
Good sig.
PC isn't even good enough to stream anything. Yeah, well, at least I would say the best way in terms of that is try and get like OBS just to record, because I don't think it's very heavy on your PC just to record and then just edit videos instead of streaming. Because most of streaming isn't even actually like, say, doing what we're doing now. It's mostly just getting content from streaming and putting into videos and clips and such. That's where most people get their revenue and stuff anyway. That's using Stream OBS to stream on Twitch. Or $10. Yeah, but I'm saying not you have to stream. Like, you can just record. Plus, you could always make cringe TikTok dance videos, you know?
I didn't touch the vortex, but you know, it's cool.
You can fail 1,000,000 times, but you only need to succeed once or something.
True.
Have you ever participated in a Brawl tournament even? Once? And it didn't go very well.
I did too. And then I fought a Diamond Onyx and got 2 stocked.
But to be fair, I was mostly there just to farm content. And then I went up against a tryhard. And...
Why is this guy anywhere, am I right?
yeah, exactly. And then barely lost.
Why is he here right now?
Brawl.
Why does that outrange it? I should really stop backstepping out of that.
Yeah. Trust me, Frogs, I even get that. Because even with the money we make, which is pretty good, it's still not enough to, do much with. Like, sure, it's fun, like, spending money, but that's pretty much all it is. Like, we're not really able to do stuff like afford rent or buy, like, big purchases.
What's that kill? Why does that I thought that would move me. That's on me.
There's also ads right now. But I think Frogs is on the PC, so he can still hear us. Yeah, I've even considered, like, if I didn't have a job right now, the first thing I'd be doing is focusing on getting my license. But then in terms of content creation, it would just be making a lot of random videos. Like TikToks, or even like, say, if I'm playing God Eater and I'm playing a lot of it, I would just be making content based on that. Like either like opinions or certain builds or just interesting things. What? And then if that doesn't really take off, try another the same thing. Because then you're also learning the skills on how to edit properly and what's working, and even just other things as well, and just learning. While also potentially doing something. And it's the same with drawing. Posting your art online. And trying to improve and look up stuff. Then you can have fun drawing, make content, and, you know, see where it goes. It's just stuff like that. But like, say, right now, you even have opportunities that, I don't, simply because of just having more time for those kind of things.
I dodged. It's a shame that swapped the lightning.
Player 2 wins.
Well, honestly, we can be wrapping up stream. We can maybe do one more if we want. But...
Oh, why 1? Kind of digging the 7 right now.
Uh-huh. But then I want to maybe make more food, but I kind of want to exercise. I didn't I've been kind of lacking because of the work schedule being super weird. But I don't work tomorrow, so it's a good time to work out. Unfortunately, I took a shower like what, like 3 hours ago, so I'm gonna be working with sweat immediately after a shower. But you know what? Fine. My hair's not
Just
even
don't
fully
shower.
dry. Okay, wait, maybe it is dry.
Brawl.
You know, I think you're onto something. But plan for tomorrow is maybe the haircut because that didn't happen today, and then probably just some God Eater and maybe Overwatch if there's an Overwatch event. If not, then I don't know.
How didn't that hit? Oh, that's all my stuff.
The fact that you both came back from that is actually kind of crazy, though.
Calm down, Bell. I need aid. Unfair. Why does it come out instantly? Why did I give so much hate?
Also, one thing I wish about God Eater that you could do is just make custom companions. That's always one of my favorite things with games like that, because I think the only games that really did that I remember is like Fatal Bullet and the one Final Fantasy game. Not Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest. But like imagine it was like us three, but then we had like another person that was just AI companion that did stuff. And we could have one when Frogs isn't playing with us. That'd be funny. We could even make it look
We could get
exactly
a
like
fake
Frogs.
I like it.
Player 2 wins.
That would be funny.
Plus, then it could be the three of us, and then we've Big Tycoon.
That's true, actually. I
also take it back. I hate Spear Cannon. I'm out of here.
Yeah. But I think that's a cool thing to have like custom characters because it's not even like super complicated. You can give them outfits and stuff, and then I don't know. I think stuff like that's cool because I feel like most of the time when you're making a character, it's like you want to try a bunch of different things. Do you have a Home Depot nearby, Froggy? Froggy. Also, if you was it because Belle, you said you work at Home Depot now, right? How's that been treating you? Sure, it's nice workouts. That's what I've heard or seen from people working there. Frogs, all you have to do is hold them at verbal gunpoint.
Very important verbal.
Mm-hmm. You have to make
Because
them
one
want
of them's
you.
a power move, the other one's a crime.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, like I said, that's the main thing I'd want to go after leaving this job is some sort of physical labor, but not like
Mm. Most frogs
some of
just
that.
get uber shredded. What are they gonna do? Say no?
He's going so far. We'll see. Frogs eventually they'll become desperate enough. That's what happened. That's how Jared has the job.
I'm gonna say the same thing, but I mean just yeah.
Work at a restaurant, kind of. It's a gas station, but it's like a food place, but it's like an actual food place. It's not like we just have like hot dogs and chips. It's like we have like subs and tacos and burgers and chicken. It's like a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
They call it a food convenience store.
Which isn't a name that I made up, despite what it might sound like.
Yeah. Do you remember the first time I have ever joined a stream? Ah,
I feel like it would have to be Brawl, right?
I think it was definitely Brawl. I think most people joined through Brawl. I think the only exception was the couple of people from Terraria, like Nan and Muggle, and maybe Tycoon was there, maybe Frogs too.
I don't know. I have a feeling they'd remember when they joined more than we would.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I know we also had some people from Roblox.
That was probably back when I was like a Mirage main.
We have some people from the Tales games, like Voice in the Crowd. I'm sure will stop by once we start playing Zestri again, because he was there when I was streaming the one day. I don't remember when. Yeah. And like I said before, I worked at the gas station. Used to work at KFC, which I think KFC was definitely the better food place, if you'd believe it. But I think it's mostly just because the menu was simple, and so the quality was a lot higher. However, we didn't have like a dishwasher, and we had to clean like nasty raw chicken and fish and flour and all that. And I did not like doing that. I put out an average of 1,100 job applications a month. That's kind of crazy though.
Even that many jobs? Ooh,
Yeah.
lie on your resume.
To be fair, you kind of have to.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
I mean, it depends what you mean by lie.
Depends what you mean by lie. What's a good lie versus a bad lie?
Just kind of like not telling them, you know? Then you're not lying, you know? Like that. But for the most part, like I said, they don't even look at that. Like I don't even
They feel
know.
like, oh, this guy's not going to be an absolute terrible person for this job. Let's get him.
Yeah, I don't even know what thing I used to do it. I don't know if I went to like the official sites or some sort of job finding thing, but then it was just like
I know I did.
randomly got some phone calls from a couple places. And yeah. And to be fair, now the resume looks pretty good. But probably because I'm not an expert at lying. Listen. You don't have to be an expert.
Uh-huh.
Plus, for the most part, I don't know.
I
Getting
feel
lucky?
like you just need a filled out resume. Doesn't really need to have anything. So much random, completely unrelated stuff was on my resume just to fill it out. And here I am.
Way too old with someone with no work history? Yeah, but see, that's where lying comes in.
Yeah. Like say, what's it? There was like a school thing, like BizTown or whatever, to where it's like I kinda had job experience. It's like that counts, you know, all they see is that I have some basic job experience, you know? I basically took a course in exact what they'd want me for. And also the classic, like, led a team of 5 people for this long when it's completely unrelated. It's your Brawlhalla clan.
Yeah. And plus, like I said,
All
most
you
of the
gotta
time
do
they
is
don't
lie a little
care.
bit.
Like, an interview is basically to make sure that you're not, like, crazy weird and that you're just a normal person and that you're available to actually work. And that's pretty much it. And the initial, like, resume and, like, application, I feel like isn't really important I feel like the only thing people really look for is obviously job experience, um, but then also just people. Like, say, the only reason people would be inclined to hire people with experience is if they need someone for a specific job. But like something like fast food, you literally don't need any experience. And I really doubt any place, like say here, it's not like super competitive. It's not like, oh man, you have a year of experience at McDonald's. We need this guy over someone with no work experience. No. The problem is they might want phone numbers if I put down job history and I don't have friends willing to deal with that for me. I don't think I have ever had anyone call any of the references.
Eh.
Them refusing me since I got out of high school and my parents not letting me work in high school killed me. I mean, I didn't work in school and we were homeschooled. That's even worse.
Yeah, we basically didn't go to school.
Yeah, pretty much. Plus AI nowadays. You can just have an AI person answer the phone and put
Yeah.
some AI videos of you in a work outfit doing something.
Plus, even your resume. Write a good resume for someone with 0 job experience. Bang. Heck, AI to send
Syria
the
also isn't mega
resumes
racist
to an
white
employer.
people in particular. Yeah. However, I'm surprised how open places around us are. Like they don't really seem very discriminative against anyone. Maybe some specific people, but not like whole places or like areas. Some jobs have requirements and some don't. Only qualify for minimum wage. Unfortunately, eh, I don't know. Like I said, when I got my job at KFC, I had no experience. I was out of high school, never worked, didn't have a license. Uh, it was the first interview I ever did, and I kind of just got the job, and then I worked, and then I quit around COVID time and didn't have a job for like a year and a half, and then I got a job at this place because also just interviewed, and they're like, "Yep, we'll have you." Still no license or anything, and only worked like 7 months at a KFC, and then had like a year and a half gap in my resume, and I didn't put down any
Yeah.
references.
I feel like it really is just as long as you're doing the most that you can be doing for it, just kind of waiting for it to pan out.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can't really do more than that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to develop some skills for some other stuff, sure. But like, I definitely wouldn't say what you need to be doing right now is hard focusing on getting diamond in the game Brawlhalla.
Yeah. Most things that you have to realize that most things in life don't require any sort of inherent talent or skill. It's
Yeah.
basically
Plus,
you just have to be
why go
willing to
for
do a job.
why go for something like Brawlhalla also when it's like
That's a hard
there's
thing to
so
do.
many issues with it when you could also just do something way easier that gets you instant recognition.
Yeah, and plus it does help for us that you've never been to like jail or anything. That looks good.
Eh. You put that in your resume. Has never been to jail. Front and center.
Yeah.
Bold.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I think you
Plus, you
just
gotta get
gotta
lucky eventually.
yeah, like I said, eventually places will become desperate or just be looking for someone, or again, maybe it's just like sites you're using or something just aren't really getting to them. But I know for a fact other people have a lot of problem finding jobs. I've just been lucky that
There.
in my area I was able to, and then Jared was lucky because uh we had an opening at my job. So he was able to get in.
Ooh, I know. I'll apply for jobs around his area and then they come. What's the worst that could happen?
This pizzeria for the past 2 years or something. To be fair,
I think that would improve your chances by a few percent.
yeah. I'd be like, yeah, uh Frogsbird. Is that like a good name? Frogsword?
No.
Yeah, Yeah, Frogs has been working for my company past 8 years. #1 employee. Employee of the month, almost every month except that 1 month. That wasn't his
We don't
fault.
talk about that one month.
Yeah. Um, he was always top dog. He led the charge.
Okay, so you'll call him Frogbert, but you won't say he's top frog.
Yeah. I think Froggy wants a job that's out of his league, and it's not working. I think he wants a job that is in his league.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sure based on my impression. Basically every job is within his skill set. A,
Yeah.
because jobs are very often entry level, and B, because you can't really have experience with a job unless you have that job specifically.
That's just not how that works. You should see some of the people that I've worked with at both my jobs. They do not deserve to be working at a job. They have absolutely zero talent and are just genuinely dirt.
They don't know what they're doing. They don't do what they know how to do. Admittedly, they get fired.
Yeah, but that's not even for.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, just know, it's not because you might feel that way, now, but
Yeah, but the instant you get a job, you'll be like, okay, so a weekend, I'm already the most qualified person here,
yeah, that's 100%. Literally, I can almost guarantee,
and
Frogs,
it won't be a joke.
your first week of working a job, you will be better than half the people there, easily. In fact, my dad was in denial. I would be on disability. To be fair, disability is also like a weird thing. Just because like I feel like you have to be diagnosed, and that only happens from going to specific like doctors and stuff.
Yeah, I
So it's
mean, as
also
long as you
tough.
have like the money and time and transport, you can get like the things you need.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
exactly.
That stuff that you can't do, if you do it, then you can get it because you can't do that stuff.
Yeah.
Easy
And that's
enough.
why, Frogs, I would just keep trying to apply, but definitely just be trying like some weird things.
Yeah, because like say, make a really cringe TikTok, just one. Chances are, it has a chance to pop off for no reason.
Yeah.
And obviously, more and more chances.
Yeah.
And
Like I
that
said,
is
just
how everything you could be doing in your current situation works. Random video, random Twitch stream.
one thing I will say, companies are not really hiring right now. Yeah, to be fair though, most like bigger companies aren't because people don't want to leave and stuff. But a lot of like early level things, the turnover rate is like insane. People quit so often.
Yeah. The problem is that people don't trust new people. But it's like, then there's new people, and then they're leaving also. So,
Yeah. Also doesn't help that my dad refuses to help me learn to drive and get a driver's license. Refuses. I mean, Frogs, I'm 24, almost 25, technically like 4 months. Uh, but I don't have my license. I've had my permit twice. Never licensed.
eh.
But to be fair, that is mostly why I started streaming and stuff. But dreaming about
Yeah,
to be an unc
it's
soon.
a very similar situation.
Don't remind me though. To be fair, my prime's coming up soon, so.
Any day now.
Mhm. Mhm. So yeah, but like I said, just keep at it and keep trying new things, and hopefully something will work out. That's really all you can do. When is it going to become an unc? Mm,
Logically, about 3 years after he does.
yeah,
Or if we're talking statistically, probably around the same time.
yeah. But I'll be like a hot unc. They call me hunk.
uh-huh.
You can quote me on that. It sounds
I can't
exciting.
think of would be punk. Unlucky.
Yeah. Soon enough, Belle. Mamas will just be in my age range.
That is maybe the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
Not even gonna be a grandpa. If I even live that long, who knows? Buddy, biking 50 times every day, going to each business, applying both. To be fair, I don't even know. I don't know a single place that does in-person like things.
Yeah.
I've only seen like online things, even from like 5 years ago.
I wonder how difficult it'd be to pretend to work at a place.
That's what I was saying. Just pretend you're already working there.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Arrest you?
How long do you think you'll live even? I think it depends, right? The current
Lot
state
of
of
variables.
America, really months
Chances,
to a couple
yeah,
years
not
maybe.
great.
Um,
With
in
things in their current state, you got a few years left. With things in their current state of constantly getting worse, all
yeah,
bets are off.
in terms of health wise, I think I'm going like 150, 160.
Uh,
Um, but yeah, I've had to bully these people to look at applications just to get a few interviews. I did get and still didn't land. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I could help a little bit more, but I don't really have anything. I just have that certain charm and aura to me that I don't know,
uh-huh.
pleasing to the palate.
People look at you walking to the interview and they lick their lips.
Pretty much.
Like, hot dang, that guy's manager status right there.
If you had a superpower, what would it be? Super speed to get to work faster.
He actually
Actual
said
things
that,
I
by the
said.
way.
Yeah.
I don't think they asked me. Unlucky.
And then at this one, the logo is why go anywhere else? And so I'm just like, it's like, why do you want to work here? It's like, why go anywhere else? Right? That stuck. That landed. Right?
Uh, he was already at 100%, pushing him to 120. He's getting that job.
Mm-hmm. Really, I think it is. I think they just were gonna hire anyone, and those things actually decrease the score. But I was still good. That's what we're thinking.
He's not in the negatives yet.
Yeah. 150. I'm having doubts. I don't know. I think I just have to slowly deteriorate until I forget my own existence, and then I'll die. I think
Uh,
that's what the goal is.
I have a feeling I'm not living to 100. Recklessness, mostly.
I'll probably live forever, even if that means being a ghost.
You're gonna you're just gonna trip on your foot as you often do, and then you're just gonna never get back up,
I don't think so.
or trip on thin air, or fall into the one of many holes in our floor and just disappear, vanish,
Maybe. Of
cease.
course, Steven getting hired for his appearance. I've seen his face. He got other dudes looking, and the standards are higher. I don't know if that's a compliment, but I'm gonna take it as a compliment.
Yeah, it got really deranged there at the end. I can't quite tell.
No, I don't think
Maybe a little
appearances
bit because
have.
no one uses commas, but I'm sure that's.
Yeah, I don't think appearances have much to do with anything. I think
Yeah.
probably to most people
I
on
mean, you
initial
haven't seen me,
response
but
is they probably think uh lazy. Probably that. Yeah, probably that mostly.
yeah.
Uh definitely not well
Second hit
dressed.
for Hollis streamer JP Rocks.
And kind of
Soon.
awkward. I feel like that's probably the main first impressions. Maybe just intimidating too. I could definitely see that, especially when I got a little bit of the facial hair going.
And especially me, I'm like a normal guy, but a little weird, and I constantly look a little bit annoyed. That's
Cap.
like the exact kind of thing you wouldn't want to hire. And here I am.
My experience
So
speaks
as
for
long as
itself,
you
though.
don't look like, I don't know. As long as you look human, I think you're good.
I bet Muggle is your boss. I don't even know what Muggle does for work. I know he's cracked at Terraria, and he plays some other random games.
Plus, he's probably like wherever Danish is.
We'll just leave that at
So
that.
that's like some place, right? Like
even the handsome
American,
Squidward
Danish.
can't miss a job. Denmark, that's what you're looking for.
Interesting.
Whose brother is Jared? What? Like, I don't know. I can't read. I can't think.
Those are 4 words that should not be in the same sentence.
Yeah.
I'm still confused, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't think that cleared anything up.
Just
Yeah.
saying more stuff.
So why are you running away from me when I'm just dancing? He's running in
I'm not
place, to
getting
be
anywhere,
fair.
though.
I think he's just working out.
I don't know. I think I'd get tired after about a minute of that.
I think it'd be like 10 seconds.
I think I can make it a minute if my life depended on it.
You don't know. I think I can want to look nice. I just don't think looking nice is exactly how I like to present myself.
Meh.
Some people like the facial hair, some people like the plaid shirts, not me. No. Clean shave, some painted
Yeah,
nails,
same.
my dyed hair, some baggy pants, and just a random Sonic. Well, right now I'm wearing my shadow shirt. And I'm dripped out of belief. What can I say?
That's a little much, Bell.
10 seconds, so it would be crying on the floor calling for Demon. Pretty much. Like, how would you even do that?
That's a bit more accurate. I don't think in that specific situation, but you'd be doing it for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I would be wondering that. However, I don't think I'd be out after 10 seconds.
It makes you wonder if I have a sleeper build or just that much determination.
A little bit of this and that.
What's your best mile time?
I think after about a fifth of a mile, I would cramp up and fall over.
I don't think I've ever run for like that long. I've definitely run on like a track, but that was like one time in my life when I was like 8. And then we've gone biking for a couple of miles, but we usually stop for Pokemon Go. And then I would go on the elliptical for like 30 minutes to an hour at a time. But I feel like that's kind of a different motion than running. I think my main issue with a lot of exercise, specifically running, is just my nose. I just have trouble breathing normally. Like I have to use nose spray just to breathe. And I even have like nasal strips. I don't know if it's because I have like a deviated septum or what. You guys have never run a mile. I mean,
I don't really have a lot of
we probably have. It just we've never like specifically timed running miles. I
Yeah.
enjoy running. I do.
I generally enjoy running. It's just I get exhausted too quick.
I like running when it's like chasing
I'm not
after
built for
someone.
running. I don't like running when it's running away from someone.
Only a couple miles. I know the one person I used to work with, he would run and he would like track his time and he was pretty fast. And technically we have the bike trail, which I wouldn't mind. I just feel like it'd be weird, especially just as I don't know. I feel like you'd have to present yourself in such a way because I feel like me just running around, you know? I mean, I don't know if it'd be that weird. I just feel like I'd feel weird doing it, right?
Meh.
Just running alone, running on the bike trail, running back.
Plus, I feel like I'd like running fast, not just jogging. But running fast isn't very sustainable.
Top speed you even? I think I broke like 35 the one time.
I think I could catch up to a car.
But it was only that was like once. That's cap, yeah. It's definitely cap. I don't know. I don't know my fastest speed. I really want to get like a treadmill. Because I know a lot of people like running like outside because it feels like more of a what?
Not exactly what I would say.
Yeah, no. But yeah, I wouldn't mind running outside. I feel like I'd like the treadmill kind of way. What do you Dutch? Maybe
Disagree.
that's one thing I did like about public school is that we'd have like the field days, and my ego it was way too high, and I don't know if it's because of the ego, but I would always do really well in the races. I would have gotten first if I didn't get shoved, but I did get third. And I've always been like,
still holding a grudge.
I've always been like bigger, so it's kind of crazy.
To be fair, being big and also tall, top speed probably goes absurd.
Yeah, it's because I got all the momentum pushing me forward. You know, that's why it's hard to keep my
Exactly.
balance, but I can go fast. It's like you know, like those jugs of milk when you like slide them across the counter. It's me.
Let me just get this straight. You are like a jug of milk being slid across a counter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just yeah.
Well, especially because like you think like a jug's like only filled like so much. Like if it's full, it doesn't really do like the little, you know. But if it's like 70%, I'm like 70% water, right? So
True.
it's that motion.
You run forward, then you stumble over.
Stumble over is a strong word. It's more like catapulting myself. You know, run really
Whiplash.
fast, right? Stop on a dime, launch. Right? You running a 40-yard dash would be my greatest Christmas present. Yeah, I don't know if I
We
still
need
got it.
a better house. We
'Cause
can
when
get
I-
more IRL streams of you specifically.
Yeah, because I haven't done the elliptical in a while, but that's just because our house is falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't really run in a while, but I feel like I never really specifically trained for it, but I've definitely always liked running. I also like swimming, but that's just because it's good exercise, but I've never really been good at swimming either. Decent though. Any sort of sport, not really a huge fan of. I like throwing stuff, right? And like catching, like that part of like football, things like that, but I don't like the actual sport. You know, I like the running and the throwing and the running and then the catching. But I don't care about,
I
you
feel
know,
like there's too much downtime of just running for no reason.
yeah. I don't have enough technique for something like soccer or basketball. But football, I
To
can
be
tackle
fair,
people.
that's probably because you haven't played those.
Yeah.
How are you gonna know how to kick a soccer ball if you haven't kicked a soccer ball?
Yeah, but I'm like left-footed, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that.
That makes sense.
But I've always been
That's crazy on the soccer though.
surprisingly decent at sports in school stuff though. But I find that funny. But maybe that's just because I've always been determined to do my best and other people just don't care. So
It's possible. I feel like, that's kind of the time where people do care a lot more. Like, people act like their life's on the line.
I don't know. I think there's the people who want to show off, and there's the people who don't want to be there, and then there's me where I just want to try to do whatever I can.
That's actually fair. It's not so much they're trying to get better, it's they want to show off.
Yeah. I can be Juven's teacher, and Soot would make me the brawl video of him getting clipped by the Omni. That's actually true. You want to show off, not what, but here,
Be there?
be there. Try at least and do your best. Yeah. It's mostly it's like when I'm playing something like football or like running, it's like I want to see like, how fast can I run? Can I do well? It's like football, it's like, can I actually throw something well? Can I,
Yeah. There's
stuff
no
like
point in
that.
just being there
Yeah.
if you're not trying your hardest.
Yeah. That's why at school, when it came to like stuff like math, I'd be really good because it's like I wanted to understand everything and do it in such a way. But then I sucked at reading, but it's not because I was actually bad at reading, is that I was not going to stand there and just read a book or read a paragraph and then answer questions based on the paragraph. Boring. I would have gone pro in soccer if my parents were willing to pay for me to do athletics so that I could have done school soccer, required to do college soccer, which required to get scouted for pro teams. Cracked beyond cracker? What does that even mean?
I think he's just saying words, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, couldn't you technically do I don't know how it really works. Believe it or not. Cracked beyond cracked.
That makes
Gotcha.
sense.
I got an idea to do a vlog video where we're running a 40-yard dash. It would make my day and Tycoon as well. If I want to. I just need a better place to actually do that. Because if there was like a track nearby, it'd be nice. Place that all we have is the bike trail, which isn't like terrible, but it's also not great. I don't know. I definitely wouldn't mind doing some IRL stuff. So no transaction bullying. That's kind of funny. Also, the rat would be ice on the cake. Yeah. To be fair, I just really want to get some stuff going. And I honestly have been saving up a good bit of money to try and get some at-home exercise equipment. Specifically, some heavier weights. And I want to maybe get like some sort of cable machine and then a treadmill. That would be the main things I'd want, but we don't have space for it right now. Who's faster, you or the rat? I would think me, but we haven't really raced in a while.
It's
And plus, I am
definitely
prone
you.
to falling.
I feel like anytime we've done anything remotely close to that, I've been the slowest out of the people there. I think the craziest part is I'm not even that slow.
Yeah. Putting my money on the rat. Literally had the mask. Why you're not? And they go, parents refuse to pay and broke. Yeah. I think that's how people were with me with a lot of sports. Just because
They were scared.
kind of bigger
Which,
and
to
then
be
I'm
fair,
surprisingly
fair.
fast. And they, what's it? Like, you should play some sort of sport. Well, no. It's crazy because like there was a side like, oh, you should do all the nerdy stuff like join chess club or go into like the specials class for like math and stuff for being like, you know, doing advanced math beyond your grade. And then it's like uh you should do like a lot of the extra sports stuff. And I'm just like, no, I'll do neither actually.
And then he fell off.
I don't think I ever fell off. Now I just uh
You're just putting your efforts into having
to be
fun.
fair, I did a little bit of soccer and I did a little bit of wrestling. I didn't like it, and then they like I think it was other people, but Aunt or mom wanted us to do flag football, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Like I said, I like the physical part of it, but I don't really like specific sports.
Yeah.
That's why I think running's nice, because I don't really need to race anyone or like do anything besides literally just the physical exercise part.
Plus, honestly, racing doesn't sound that bad. Because just
Yeah,
running against people. It's like how far and fast can you kick a soccer ball? It's like, okay, sure. But the game of soccer
yeah.
just isn't fun.
That's why like kickball's fun, but again, it's like waiting in line, also like trying to hit the kick. But like that's why I like being on the field more, is because you got to run and chase and throw and stuff more than you actually have to worry about like kicking and stuff like that. But I don't know. Like I said, a lot of those I feel like would require a lot more things for me to enjoy it more. Soccer's so much more fun, but it is exhausting for sure. Yeah. I think soccer is like definitely one of the more exhausting things. I think probably the two things that I've done that are most exhausting is probably soccer and then just being on a trampoline with constant jump up time. Like I'm done
Yeah.
after like 5 to 10 minutes. Done. Like I'm sitting on the trampoline and I'm swapping out for someone. Not doing it. To be fair, I also know jumping isn't necessarily a great exercise because it can hurt like just bones in general. Jump ropes, I do like jump rope. I think that's fun. It's especially fun when like you have one of the wire jump ropes and you keep smacking your legs, right? That's probably my favorite, yeah.
Ooh, that reminds me. Soccer's fun until someone kicks you directly in the shins when the ball's nowhere near
Or you
you.
try to catch the ball and it smacks only your pinky and you essentially break your pinky. That's also not fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now see, Bell, I'm gonna hit you with the greatest form of not really a sport, but kind of a sport. Roller skating. Truly.
True.
Truly the best.
I haven't
Roller
gotten hurt once
skating,
while roller
then
skating.
running, then swimming. Top three. I like lifting weights and doing like a lot of the like cable machine stuff and weights. But I think in terms of exercise, that's what I like to do. Is those three the most?
I just feel like weights aren't like fun. Roller skating's fun.
Yeah,
I still don't think roller skating places should be able to have exposed nails on the walls. Maybe that's just me.
yeah. I just want my own like rink or like park to go to. Have space to do it. That would be my main
Yeah.
thing. And then running kind of the same, but like I said, I think it'd be fine with just treadmill. And then swimming obviously is some sort of pool, especially like a more meant for like going back and forth, not really like a circle pool or anything like that. Would be nice, but I think after going to the gym though the one time, I definitely think my favorite type of exercise like that has to be the cable machines because I feel like it's a really good like tension and just good workout, and it actually like feels good the way it like moves, you know, compared to weights. Yeah, I didn't really like. I don't like a lot of exercises where you have to be like on your back or like on your stomach. I like being able to sit down or be standing. And like squats are okay too. I don't mind those. It's just not really preferred. That's why I wanted to try like the squat machine thing. Because then you're mostly like sitting at an angle and then you're just, you know, I feel like that seems more my style. But I don't know. I don't know. Anyway though, I think we are gonna get out of here because I do wanna work out and me and Jer gotta get to that mega bonk.
True.
The stupid commercials, the ads. To be fair, if you watch the VOD back, I don't think it plays ads or anything. So you'll be able to hear that conversation. Um, but we're gonna be hopping off, getting some crazy workouts in. Like I said, I want to do a lot tonight just because I haven't worked out in a while. So I think I'm just gonna do like 18 sets of
I hear it's
varying
really good
things.
to do a lot when you aren't in shape.
I'm in shape, Jared. I never said I wasn't in shape.
Yeah, what's the word I'm looking for?
In my prime, peak.
Well, I know you're not those. Warmed
Oh,
up.
okay. Honestly, some commercials are just what like that I just watched makes no sense. I think that's what they go for though. It's either brain rot or like if they just do something shocking or stupid, it'll catch your attention.
Yeah, brain rot.
Yeah.
It's really which flavor of brain rot are you getting?
Mm-hmm. Like I said, random equals funny, loud equals funny, stupid equals funny. Yeah.
Good for you.
Uh-huh. If you can do 30 push-ups in a row, I'd consider you in shape.
I got some bad news.
I think I probably
I could probably do 10. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna have to warm up, but I could probably do them. Probably 10. I think
I'll be
definitely
sure to keep
10.
you updated.
I think usually we would do like 3 sets of like 12. But I think when we would do them in like bulk, I would probably cap out around 20. I think Jared was able to do more.
At one point, I was able to do 25 at once. Never 30 though, I don't think.
Got some work to do. Like I said, that's why we just need a better equipment space because my room was way too small to do like stuff like push-ups. Um, and the living room floor is disgusting, and the laundry room's too crowded and way too hot, and those are the only spots we could possibly do it.
Eh.
So, you know,
And with our house falling apart, the second floor isn't also very usable.
yeah, yeah. But I think we plan on or plan everywhere on moving. Living room disgusting, oh baby. It's mostly just the house is really old, and we've been here for like 10 plus years, and just like roofing issues, and so water, and then water goes through floors, and then there's holes in random floors, and then the water goes through those down to the other floors. So it's just like a lot of things are just completely in shambles.
Yeah,
So just a very old, weak house, pretty much. With
past its prime for sure.
yeah, with the mostly just water damage, I think. I don't think it's really
And
much else.
stuff.
Just wear and tear and water
And
damage.
stuff, caused by water damage.
Yeah. Not a good place to live in. It's not terrible. I think it just, as of right now, all of us are a little fed up with it because just things have stopped working. And so much of the space that was
Yeah,
already feeling
everything's
very
just gotten
restrictive.
worse.
Yeah. It just is less space. Like, our dining room doesn't really exist because of the water damages. So we just have that, like, covered off. So it's basically just everything shrunk. And we only have, like, the one shower, even though we have, like, what, 7 people living here? Or 6 people right now?
Eh.
But then we only have 2 bathrooms, which isn't usually that big of an issue. But like we have this whole other bathroom that's been down for a while because of just plumbing issues to where it's like we don't have the like toilet working, the sink working, or the shower working. So it's tough. You plan on moving out at some point? We've been trying to work in it for a while. It just obviously money issues, and it's a lot of effort to move 6 people, if you'd believe it. Plus, it's like everyone in the house works at different places, so trying to find a place that's affordable, that's good, that's also not super far away from everyone's workplace, it's kind of really tough.
Meh.
6? Yeah. It's basically just the whole family. Except our older brother, who isn't here right now, and his girlfriend that was living with us, also not here right now. So usually we'd have 8 people. But right now we only have 6, which is fine. But, yeah. It's just a lot of things are kind of falling apart. And so we've been wanting to move for a while. So, kind of getting on that. Right now I think everyone's trying to save up money, and we're trying to deal with just overall, like, debt that we've had in a lot of stuff. DJ Sal doesn't live with you. He did for a little bit, but it was only like 2 years. But that was a
Yeah,
while
that
ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, at that point we've had like probably 11 or 12 people living here at the same time. Just kind of off and on, like different groups, just because people need a place to stay and us having like the extra room or two. You don't have any school debt right now. It's not really my debt specifically. It's more just credit from the family, and so it's kind of like trying to deal with all that collectively, like some of mine and Jared's money going into that, slash obviously just kind of our contribution to like rent and gas for bringing us to work and all that, and just obviously like groceries and stuff. So it's basically just trying to pay off all that, and then raise the credit score to where we can get the loan or whatever it is for the house. It doesn't sound good. It's definitely not good. But like I said, it's not even ours specifically, so it's not like we're in any sort of debt or anything. But it's more for us to get the family house that we'd probably want to get in our parents' name. Plus, me and Jared don't have any sort of like credit score because we've never had a credit card. We just use either cash or like our bank card. So, but they need to raise credit to get stuff. It's just a whole thing. But we're basically just trying to make money, and have fun and wait for that, and try and do what exercise we can until there's a good situation to get some stuff. But like I said, when we do move, or at least have a good spot for it, I definitely want to buy some exercise equipment. Because going to the gym isn't bad, but I definitely want to kind of have a at-home thing. It's like a lot of work to get done. Probably going to stay at this house for quite some time. To be fair, I don't think it'll be that long. Because we've been in the works for like a year. And I know everyone's pretty much sick of it. But we're getting places. So, hopefully not too much longer. Like I said, I'm content. I'm content with things are now. As long as I'm not being kicked out and I have to work more hours and stuff, I'm fine. The main thing I want to do besides get a new house is just get my license, just because it would be easier to be able to do some of my own like shopping and drive myself. But our parking lot, it's not really a parking lot, but not a lot of room for cars or anything anyway. Honestly, if there's like a good like area to where I can set up a workout area and like vlogging without being interrupted, I probably will do something like that. I think it could be fun. Yeah. You know how to drive at least, right, Steven? It's been a while since I've done it, but I've like obviously driven on the street and stuff. So I know how. It's just I'm not very experienced. Like if I needed to drive a car to get to point A to point B, I could do it, but I'm definitely rusty and I wouldn't feel super comfortable doing it. Yeah. But I'm not too concerned about it. I think I'd pick it up pretty quick, especially since I know how to. It would just be pretty much remembering and perfecting. So I don't think it'll be that bad. But it's kind of waiting for opportunity for them to take me to get my permit again and get the license. But yeah, not too concerned about it. But anyway, I need to go to the bathroom and I want to start working out. So GG's. We destroyed everyone. Jared got kind of curb stomped. He had a couple
Nah.
good showings of some stuff. Not really though. Yeah. Tomorrow we'll probably just doing some God Eater, maybe Overwatch. But really, the only reason we're doing Overwatch is if there's an event or somehow Tycoon convinces me to play for a little bit. But I don't know. I don't know. But like, follow, obey, ribbit, and we'll catch you on the flippity flop. Ribbit. Peace out. Ribbit. Tycoon only convincing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Tycoon's ever convinced me of everything. Definitely stuff I really don't want to do, like drive event. I don't think that's ever happened. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. He must be pretty bad at it. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys. Nighty night, all that.